True.
Is this a technical difficulty or?
Are we live? Good morning, lovely people. It is Friday, the 9th of June. Welcome to TDA. I was going to say your day after. Well, it could be the day after. Your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you guys, the culture. And it's a lit trio in here because some people are late. Let's introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. 6 foot plus pure temptation.
That's right.
All that good stuff. Morning, people. I said,
It is your favorite. All right.
It's the way he,
kissed
his teeth. That's why I'm laughing. He's just like,
It's ridiculous.
like I'm a child.
This is someone who has the flipping, what's it called? The mic pointed to his belly half the time. Okay. It is your favourite shade queen, my own royalty.
And it's your girl, Just Jean, representing the Black Queens and the fitness scene. That is right, honey. And I got so much to tell y'all.
have you got so much to know?
You should have seen the birthday one.
And I got told.
It sounded like it was like cats and dogs down in the background. It was ridiculous. I'm surprised Peter didn't shut us down.
I'm so down.
How's everyone doing?
Besides being down bad from hay fever, and my voice is coming back though. Yesterday it was.
It is, because when you said this, I was thinking,
Yeah.
ma'am, you need to
Yesterday,
not speak until the show.
literally Monday, I didn't speak. Anytime I just kept shaking my head. I thought this is pointless because my friend was sitting next to me. He was like, text me in it because right now it's pointless.
Text me?
Yeah,
That's
like,
wild.
I can't hear you. I said,
Why
okay,
did your
cool.
voice go there?
Do you know what? Yeah, alcohol and tiredness
Okay.
is
Fair.
it happens. Like if I don't even have to drink. If I'm tired or like
Yeah.
I've had like just a lot of stuff going on, my
Yeah.
voice starts to go. But girl,
You had a lot of stuff going on, girl.
the level of
You was trending.
girl.
You were, do you know,
Bye-bye.
you were the, no, to be fair, you know, you've got the girls in the gym.
Fam, I'm so gassed here because yesterday I thought, but I said, you know what?
It's mad,
I'm gonna
you know.
turn everyone into a baddie. I don't
No,
care.
because honestly,
That's my
obviously
mission.
you're the fitness queen. We've been knowing that. You've been inspiring the girls.
Yeah.
But I
But
feel
now-
like people were not taking it seriously.
They
And this is the
weren't.
thing about UK, because obviously it's cold here. So you haven't really had to, like, people see snippets.
Yeah,
And I think when you went away,
naked. I was so proud.
they were like, no, she's been telling us it's time to...
You
people
gotta
actually-
practice
nah.
what you preach. Do you know what? No, I was so gassed because I literally thought yesterday, I thought, nah, you see next year, I'm gonna start
next
a campaign.
year-
I'm turning everyone into a baddie.
But next summer
Remember
it's going to
I
be
said
deadly. I can't have lied to you.
I'm gonna turn
Oh,
everyone.
was they going crazy for your picture?
Even in person, do you know what it was? Yeah, they were, but it's like even in person, it was nuts. Like I feel like, you know, when like, to me it's normal, innit? I see
Yeah.
myself every day. I do whatever,
Yeah.
and this is the lifestyle that I live. But I think going away and being in the black
different
space,
yeah.
it was nuts because everyone was just like, oh my gosh, like the sexual. It's not sexual harassment, obviously, but it's like the
Yeah.
touching. I just thought, guys, please,
Everybody calm down.
Like everyone stop. Like, but it's girls, isn't it? I guess. When it's
Yeah.
girls, it's like it's minor. But listen, my cheeks were getting grabbed left, right, and centre. I said, yeah, okay.
Right. No, but I do think next summer, though, the girls are not going to play.
No, they can't.
Because I think people saw that, you know, you have to actually put in work to get results. And you can't put in work on the 21st of July
No,
in time for August.
literally.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to put in work from winter.
And also, I think, remember when I started doing like the challenge and I was
Yeah.
doing all the stuff on DLT,
yeah.
and people thought I was being excessive, yeah. And everyone was like, you're so extra. Why are you training twice a day? And blah blah blah.
people-
Like, why are you walking? You're jobless. Like I heard it all, and then when I went, they were like, bet.
No.
They're like, I
Dead
get
ass.
it. Okay, now I'm on it. Like, so I'm even gonna start a challenge 1st of July, a walking challenge.
Okay.
To get everyone to
How many
like
steps are we doing?
300k in a month, which is easy. That's like 10k a day.
Oh, that's calm. We can do that.
Ideally, if I'm being honest, I wanted to do 400, but I
Of
thought
course you would. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
literally, but I thought baby steps. Let me not kill everyone straight away.
Divided by 30 days.
Yeah.
So 400, that's about 13,000 steps.
Yeah, that's nothing. Remember, I was doing 18 a day.
Yeah, but you're different. Though.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I thought if I do 300,
Yeah.
it's more realistic. It's good for beginners. Like I think
Yeah.
everyone can get involved. And if you wanna up that,
Exceed that, you
yeah,
can do
then
it.
you can.
Okay, I'm signing up to the challenge.
Yeah, 1st of July
I'm down.
is when we're gonna be doing it.
It's lit.
So yeah, no, Mark. Do you know what though? Honestly, Mark was literally the best holiday I've been on.
Do you know what I actually think as well? So you know how people I've been one of them, carrying on about the first Afro Nation. I think this is it. This
It
was
is.
I never thought it could be beat, but I think
It is. It was.
Or was at least on the same level.
It was literally the best one I've ever been on because, for several reasons. One, I guess the people I went with like loads of my friends, and we had the time of our lives.
Yeah.
Two, there was no drama. Everyone was just on good vibes. Like, there was not, I didn't see one fight, no altercation, no beef, nothing. Like, it was just, you know, everyone's just drunk in the sun and everyone's just on good vibes. Like, man, them weren't being disrespectful, girls weren't being, like, it was just pure bliss. Like, it was amazing. Like, the energy from every single person. I feel like if you had it up and you met them there, you'd be friends.
Do you know what's mad? You sound exactly like me. That's how I described Afro Nation. Everybody was on good vibes.
Yeah.
Not one bad vibe.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was just getting along and just very community and, like, we just love each other.
And everyone was so...
You did.
Eh? And everyone was so, like...
I bet you did.
Complimentary. Like, everyone was
I didn't know you was in
nice.
that first generation of Afro Nation. I heard those stories.
No, but the thing is, also, I was going to say, though, yeah...
I bet it was.
No, I was going to say, the difference also is, though... It was not as ratchet as that though.
It definitely weren't because
it weren't.
I've seen a lot of pictures from the DLT thing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of pictures and seen a lot of people turning up and stuff, and obviously that they was doing that stuff on Twitter and showing outfits and that. So that seemed very wholesome.
I was gonna say, let me say, it was
wholesome
classy.
cheeks.
It was classy.
But that's the thing, DLT's always been like that. DLT's always had that classy tag to it.
Yeah, the stories back home from the first Afro Nation.
Yeah, it was wild. I saw wild videos.
Was different.
Yeah, it was different.
That was like FOMO was real. That was like, wait, what?
Yeah, what?
You're going into the toilet cubicle and next door people are clarting. Like, yeah, no. It was nothing like that.
See, I didn't witness any of that. So I basically had the DLT experience at Afro Nation. I'm a classy bit. Don't keep your teeth at me. Do you ever do that? When has that ever been my brand?
No, fair play.
Do you know what I mean? You know my
No, but
brand.
to say you didn't see it, I heard it was rife.
No, but I
to
actually
sit here
didn't
and say
though.
you didn't see it.
No, I actually didn't. I promise you I didn't. Because when I got back, I remember Oloni did a thread. I was shocked. I was like, was I at the same at the right place? Because basically my Afro Nation schedule, like, you know, I'm a bit of a convenience. I don't like, so mine was I would go as and when necessary. I would go home, get changed, have a nice meal, come back with outfit too. I cared more about like looking good, seeing the artists I want to see, that kind of vibe. So I wasn't there from when the beach opens all the way to nighttime. I would take a break. I would have an interval.
Okay.
So I feel like during the interval, because people were, you know, sucking dick to get some energy back.
Yeah. But I will say,
it's whacked.
people obviously were doing their thing. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because it's holiday. You wouldn't.
Yeah, of course. Like, I was seeing, like, the girl them were moving, the ratio as well. Yeah, sorry, this is what I don't get about guys, Guys who want women, I don't get why you don't go where the women are. My boy was like, nah, you should get a refund, man. Because the ratio
It was a lot of women.
of mental women was about 5 girls to a guy.
No
There was like 30k people there, yeah. Do the math.
That's some music to
Bare
your ears.
cheeks.
So you was fat to fight for your man.
Literally. Like, it was, for guys, it was like,
See, I don't like stuff like that.
you lot would have really enjoyed. Obviously, for
Holiday
me,
romance thing.
I didn't go there looking for a guy, so I didn't care.
But did you stumble across it
Did me.
on the beach?
No.
Okay,
you
so
know what it
I
is?
said yes. I was saying to them
One
that
second. So you're looking all that good and that didn't attract no man?
No.
She did. She did.
she attracted them. But
Don't say that you didn't. You obviously did.
But
All right.
you
that's
know
what
what
he
it
said.
is? No, you know what it is, yeah? I don't look like, do you see when I got, like, for me, I was just there catching a vibe with my friends, man. That's all I cared about, do you know what I mean?
But see what thing, men don't believe that.
No,
Because they
like,
say that you
legit,
don't dress
legit.
up for yourself.
No, but legit. So, like, I didn't care, like, I didn't care.
Yeah, I understand that, but it always takes two to tango, innit? So you didn't care, but the other person
They never cared.
the other person would have cared.
Remember,
So where was the one that was caring? There wasn't no one that had nothing about them. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Because
There was one guy,
you can dance on
but
vibes
he
with your
was-
friends, but if I'm there and I care, I'm intervening.
believe, yeah,
you know what I'm trying to
you
say?
would know, like-
No,
Okay.
but do you know what it is? No, I feel like, not like, I don't know how to describe it, but do you know what I think it is also, yeah? Remember, like I said, there's like 5 girls to a guy.
Oh, yeah.
If one girl's not giving you, you move on to the next. I ain't sitting around with, like,
Yeah, that's
catting
true.
for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Bye. Like, okay, like, there's cheeks over there. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, it was, that's why I didn't expect it to be I want
I'm
her
gonna find
kind
this
of
guy.
vibe. Because
Yeah.
everyone there was paying. I'm not going to lie. Like, everyone looked good.
Were the
So-
men giving? Because I
Brent is
tried to
shaking
tell-
his head.
I tried to tell these guys.
Brent ain't buying it.
You saying everybody there was not paying, innit?
No, let me tell you. No, wait. Let's get into it. Because I tried to tell them that from the cam I could see, as in from the Malta cam, right? As I'm calling it. That's a lot of buff girls, but I didn't see that same energy from the guys.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. the guys weren't giving. Like, I can't sit here and be like, oh, there was bare buff guys.
But do you know what they said?
What?
The man
AKA Brent. They're basically saying that's not a fair comparison to make because
Why?
the girls were naked and also had makeup on.
Not really. Can I be honest? I think men generally are better looking than women anyway because of that.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Hear me
Okay,
out.
I hear you.
Men generally, because you look,
'Cause
don't
they're all
have to do
natural.
much. You're natural
All the time.
Mugs, the most you're gonna get is a trim. You don't even have hair. You don't even have hair. But the point I'm
that's
making
that.
is, but do you get what I mean? Like,
Let's stand on that.
That's that.
but do you understand what I mean? Men are naturally good looking. Like, they don't need
Yeah,
the
like,
makeup.
that's it, that's
they
true.
don't need the layers.
If you see a good-looking guy,
You know a good
he's
looking,
good looking. He's good
regardless.
looking.
I don't have to wait to see him after he's had a shower and taken off his makeup.
Yeah.
I don't have to see, do you know what I mean? Like, how
It
I
was
see him
sexy
that
after a
day
shower sometimes, I
is
heard.
how I'm going to see him the next day. Or, like, generally speaking, you lot require a lot less. So to me, you're naturally better looking than women in general. That's what I mean.
Okay, fair
Do you
enough.
get it? So when Brent's saying that, I don't think it's fair. Because I'm not basing it on, do you know what I mean? I'm saying you lot are natural, so regardless, you should be good. Like,
I can hear the makeup argument, but I think the body one, not necessarily, because a guy who's got a nice body, if you're not good looking, you're still not good looking, and I think it's the same with women. You can have a nice body, but if you're not good looking, you're not good looking.
Yeah, but men and women are. But I think men and women are attracted to that. They
Different
lust after
things.
bodies differently.
Yeah.
Like men ain't that real, like that sexy. If that
and let
makes
me be
sense.
honest, I don't really lust after I don't really lust after bodies anyway.
Like it's hard for a man to be sexy. If I was gonna send you a picture or something and try and sex up the place like that, it's hard for a brother to be like sexy. Like they're not really not so. But women, it's different. You get what I'm trying to say? Like these are all voluptuous. Like their bodies are different. You get what I'm trying to say? Like so for men to see women in thongs and ting and bikinis and that's totally different for you to see in a man in his swim shorts. Like you don't, like you said, you don't care. I don't know. Are there girls out there that are like that would like go with a guy just because of his body?
I think maybe I'm not her though.
Probably not me though.
Because there's a lot of guys who
Because
would do that.
I'm just mine is just more about attraction.
Okay.
It's about what I'm like, who I'm attracted to, and if I find you attractive, I find you attractive.
Yeah.
Everything else that's physical about you then comes afterwards.
There was one guy there I was talking to, but you know when it's like, it was so interesting because the conversation, I just thought, wow, this is really heavy for the beach. Like, you know the ones,
You know those ones like, what do you do
I
for
got,
a little
like,
hello?
okay, you
please?
bought me a drink, fair, because you know my friend, yeah, and we're talking about, you know what I'm thinking, why are we having this conversation?
It's giving therapy session.
Nigga, it's 4 p.m. like, no, but it was just so, you know, when after a while, I thought, okay, this is dragging. Like, I just, like, you know, when I'm hearing my tunes, I just want to shake my ass.
And that's the worst, because you're in the
just
conversation, but you're not
coming
in
to-
there.
When I've been with my friend, what mother's meeting were you having? Like, even my friends were like, brother,
Calm down.
now's not the time. Like, do you
Read
know what
the
I mean?
room,
It was,
read the
yeah,
bit,
it was,
read
it
the
was,
beach.
yeah.
Context. What was it? What were you
But
saying?
what?
What were you all talking about?
What were we
What
talking
do you
about?
want to talk about?
He was just talking about like life. No, like where he wants to be.
Oh.
Like, no, like, oh, I'm trying to settle down, come
I'm
out
not
the
trying to
game.
hear about your dreams and aspirations.
No, I'm trying to settle down, come out the game. I'm looking for a girl, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm all right, cool. Telling me what he does. Then it was like, oh yeah, I heard you're into fitness. I'm trying to lose my belly and all this stuff. I was like, okay.
So you're trying to get me. You're trying
to draw you with a belly.
And get
No,
a
he didn't have a
client.
belly.
And you're the
The
fitness
thing
queen.
is, he didn't have a belly, but you know the ones was like, oh, I want to get 6-pack and my diet.
Are you a dad bod, babes?
I'm not a dad bod, babe. I'm not a dad. I'm in between.
I'm a zaddy.
So yeah, I'm not a gym. People think, yeah, people assume that I like guys that are like proper ripped and hench and like.
Okay.
Why do you keep shaking your head?
What is? Who's that?
Oh,
Oh, my
you-
God.
My time.
You know what?
Father God.
You
I can't even. You know my vision.
I know who it is. So you need to go in the bin. Fred, go in the bin. But
I didn't realize there were so many people there, so I will reserve
There's a lot of
judgment
people.
because it's not my place to even say, but I saw the levels that I saw wasn't necessarily crazy, but then there were so many people, and I've only seen
a handful.
10 or something, 15 or
Yeah.
something. I don't know. So I don't know. Well, I don't know.
But the 10 you saw, were they like
They weren't
average?
They weren't. Yeah.
Not average, but like
Mid. Yeah.
it's like high one. Like
Yeah, it's like Brent's saying, isn't it? Like when the sun's shining on your skin, you got a little
Yeah,
glow.
the sun does add
You got your
beauty.
breast all pushed up and thing. And you're like, it's like, all right, but when you get under the hood and really take it in, like, nah, this ain't brazy.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
So when we get back to
I
the
hear it.
room,
When we get back to the
when we
room.
get back to the room, it's the same energy. I hear you, man.
You're
I feel like that.
annoying.
You feel like that. Hate to see it. Right, I'm glad you had a lovely time.
No,
It was really good.
It was really good.
It looks really good, though. It looks
I
really fun.
recommend going next year if you want to go. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
And the crowd wasn't that young. I feel like a lot of people thought it was gonna be like for like.
Yeah, people are
really
saying, I did
young
hear that
kids.
though. People say like, oh, it's younger than it was last year. But then they were making me feel like it's like 18-year-olds and stuff.
No, it wasn't, and it's obviously gonna be a younger because it's not like for over 30s, but obviously
But that's
over
the
30s
thing,
were there and
yeah.
it was fine, and it's just like a mixed crowd. Like again, it depends on what you're there for. And like I said,
Yeah.
I went there to have fun with my friends.
Yeah.
They kept calling it like the thing. You guys saying big mummies on top.
Oh, yes. That was jokes.
But
No, but the big mummies were putting the young girls to shame there.
But
Because I said,
that's
look
the
at the big mummies
thing.
you guys talk about.
And the thing is, I wore that as a badge of honor, and I work with pride.
It was
Yes,
lit.
I'm a big mummy.
No, because it's like you should aspire
Yeah.
to look like us.
Yeah, like why not? Why not?
What's a
That was
big
good.
mummy?
So like we're over 30, innit? So we're like
Oh.
seen as the big mummies.
The aunties.
Obviously, when you're there with like 23-year-olds, of course you're a big mummy.
But I feel like that's one good thing about DLT though. It is different ages. It's
Yeah,
never
it's literally a
just-
mixed crowd.
Do you know what I mean? And you don't feel. I don't feel like you feel out of place.
No, because there was
You
a
don't feel
lot
like
of
Agbaya.
there was a lot of people that were my age that we all kind of were together. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was fine.
It's lit, man. Hopefully next year more men go.
Is it just me or I can't get a chop?
Can't get a what?
Chop.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
I saw
didn't
a lot of people
move
that
to
listen to
it,
TDA
Move to
though.
where?
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did they grab your cheeks?
Oh
No, but I was like, oh,
oh, sorry.
TDA, I'm okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not coming up for you, babe.
Literally.
you see he's getting love on the beach, yeah?
Yeah,
It's because you
man.
didn't like the video.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, man.
Okay, let me try I can like it. Let me see if this helps.
Oh, that's sweet though.
No, it was good. It was good. I loved it.
That's lit, man.
It was a
Good to
vibe.
see
It was a vibe.
Did they all have edibles over there? Or was it just drinking?
Yeah, 'cause
Oh,
isn't it? You can have weed in
Weed
Malta,
is
isn't
legal
it?
in
It's
Malta,
there.
boy.
So you purchased it by like over the counter?
You can do it over Uber
Uber
Eats.
Eats.
Serious?
No way, that's lit.
legit, like literally.
Wow.
You can order
So that's why the whole thing was wavy then.
narcotics from you. Not really.
To be honest, can we speak about Ashake, please?
Oh, what his performance?
Mr. Molly with the vibes, because he was.
He took off his jacket. He took off his shoes.
His security guard was like, I don't get paid enough for this.
You know what killed me?
The guy was carrying
He
his
said,
jean jacket.
My pants. No,
Like,
it was.
literally.
It was. You know when a child is about to run away, there was one
you
point.
grab them.
Let me tell you the point that killed me. Yeah, because there was one point where the security guard was holding his jeans. His jeans. Yeah,
His jeans and
in the
boxers
air,
together.
and then Ashak is doing this. He wants the guy to let him
Like,
go.
let me go, man,
But the
free
guy,
me.
get over here. It was so
Think I
funny.
don't get paid for this.
But he had to. You're
He was
floating in the
even
crowd.
mad.
Like, do you know what it was? He was on the stage. And next minute, he's here, and I was like, ah.
And you know, because he's
Like you haven't got a harness on. You've just randomly come in the crowd, and your bouncers are holding you like
I know
by
that
your
because
jeans.
it's like quite compact. He can move it like very quickly, so you
Yeah.
don't. You kind of miss him very quickly.
It was so
wild, man.
funny though, but it was
But
fun. It was lit.
The video where I saw where he's like, that guy was not there. He was there, but he wasn't there.
But that's how he is when he performs. I've seen him before.
What is he on?
Like,
No, but his eyes.
Like me and my friends were that. I thought. Nah.
I was like, he's in a
my
different
friend was like,
realm.
my friend was like, he's in the spirit. He's in the
No,
spirit.
he's definitely was in
literally.
something. He was in something.
So funny.
He was crazy, man.
It was jokes. It was good though. It was good. It was good.
No, it
was
looks
good.
fun. I was glad to
All the
get
bashment
the content I
people
got.
who love Dexter Daps. Dexter Daps came and put on a show.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
I've
a girl
seen-
that
One
was
girl
getting,
from the crowd.
I've seen that footage. Dexter was going on wicked.
Yeah, he was.
there was a girl that was grabbing him up here. She nearly had people me to her. But then apparently he gave her consent to do that. So it was
Oh, is it?
allegedly, yeah.
Mm.
But she was they were gonna get her out of here.
No way.
Talk about who's that girl? Because there was like there was like different pictures, and the first one you kind of see her like imagine like touching his ankle, then she's at the knee, then she's like his waistline.
She's just
now
getting-
now
yeah,
she's like
further and
grabbing
further.
his throat. It was like, honey,
Yeah.
calm down. But apparently he liked that, and he was he gave his consent. So
Have you seen the cheeks cam?
I have seen the cheeks cam. You
What's
couldn't
it
miss
called?
it.
compilation. I was like, yeah,
There
the
was
cheek.
it. What?
Hella
Yeah,
cheeks.
you
what's
seen
the,
it?
what's the cheeks cam?
No, but did you not see the tweet where the guy was like, I was on the train, yeah, watching the cheeks video, and the uncle, and then I quickly kind of skipped to the uncle next to me said, no, go back.
Go back.
You
Agbaya.
can do that. Oh, let me show
Have
you.
you not seen the cheeks cam?
Wait, who was responsible? Who was
So
the
like
cameraman?
Isn't Tiana?
Yeah, Tiana. So
As a
what?
girl?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what she was doing every day, yeah, is it was like when Tiana would see you, just know the
You
camera
know what to
is
do.
panning. Just know
Face
what's
down,
going on.
ass up.
Just give her a performance quickly.
Let me see, give me a
Of course,
reference.
you want to give it.
Let me see that.
So
She did say, because she was at by day 3, yeah, the girls just knew. Like,
when
when they see her,
you
they
saw
just
her,
put
you
their
knew
bum
what
up.
to do. You knew what to do because sis was coming with her camera, and every day she'd like you'd win, like a person would win. So I won a day, Crystal won a day. It's like, yeah, no, today's cheeks of the day is this person or that person.
Cheeks of the day. That's ridiculous.
It was so funny. Hold on.
Yeah,
let me find it for you.
you had a lot of fun.
No, we did. We really did. And it was fine. Like, you know when, like, no judgment zone.
I like that.
Like, no judgment zone. My cheeks were out and full. My mum was like, your brothers are complaining. She was like, they said every time they go on your social media, they can just see your bum. I said, tell them to take a picture.
Mute me.
I was like, tell them to take a picture then, girl. Like,
no, your brothers are complaining.
no, literally, I was laughing. I said, Mum. She's like, you know me, I don't care. You're of age. I said, there you go.
Why did they love you of age? They love that one.
Love that for you. I'm so happy that you know the child that you have.
That is
Can you remember when it is that you were hesitating, actually shedding a bit more?
I know. Look at me now. Cheeks out.
Cheeks of the day, honey.
There was one thing I wore in particular, the brown one, yeah.
That was,
and everyone was like,
nice.
Gina, turn around. I said, no, I can't.
I'm shy.
And I wore a shirt. No, because it was.
Is it like?
Context?
No, like.
It was giving cheeks.
It was giving.
No, I would reference.
Oh, you want the picture?
Oh, you want to see the picture? Oh, the music's off, so you can't see.
Can we even play the cheeks cam on here?
Can you play it? If
I
it's on the
need
link.
I need to.
Oh, should I send it? Okay.
I need
Let me send you
to
the link.
send it.
Listen, I need it.
Yeah. You got he tried to stop himself, but we already had the need.
Let me send it.
You already said it. You gotta say that. I need that.
Hold on.
Same man ain't saying nothing yet.
I just sent it to the group here.
Thank you.
No, but you know when you like, you look at yourself and you're like, right, is that me? Swear down.
No, actually, because you
you on
work
the cheeks
hard,
cam?
man.
Yeah, but
I'm
no,
glad
but
you
I'm
had
saying like the day. What I'm talking about is the day.
Yeah, but this edit that we're getting here,
Yeah,
are you in it?
Yeah.
All right. I said, yeah, cool. Come
She
on.
said she got cheeks of the day. Why was she on day one?
That might not be that. That might not have been her day.
No,
It's
that's a
combination
compilation of all the days.
All the days.
We're
This
gonna
is
get
all the
every
cheeks.
day of
This is
cheeks.
every day
How
of
much
cheeks.
minutes of cheeks we got, Brett? I'm here for it, you know.
The video is it's 29 seconds.
Shit, what kind of
Oh, cheeks.
kind of edit is this? Where's the director's cut?
Guess who was behind the BTS?
But you know, wait, you see Crystal?
Not behind the scenes.
I said, Crystal, you see, obviously, because Gina, the internet cannot see this. I said, of course. Oh, you're missing it.
You're missing it.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, you missed Gina.
Girls for my bed.
That, bro.
Which one?
That, right. I said, wow.
Fine girls for my bed. Escala to fly like a bird.
That's
Yeah, man.
Gina.
Okay, wow.
What, in the blue?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a banging.
Wait, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Wait a minute.
First of all, are you right?
I could tell it anyway.
So I can tell that ass anyway. Put that ass out.
So it's from Ghana, you know.
Is it?
Yeah. So
Banging.
the skirt's from Ghana, and it actually comes with a matching crochet thingy and thingy.
Okay.
But I wore an opoly one instead because I wanted to
Okay.
mix it up a bit.
No, it was lit, man.
No, it was.
Big up all the people that give us good content. Big up honorary mention, Naomi. Nai was not playing. She gave us good content.
Really?
Close friends. And that's what I liked. I just saw a lot of greens and I would like wake up. Like,
Oh, with the
let's
close
get
friends.
into it. Like, you know how you read like a daily newspaper? I was like, all right, let's see
Do you know
what the
I
girls
did-
were doing last night.
I didn't. Do you know what? I did it on Snapchat,
Yeah.
but it was like I thought I can't bother to now go do this on Instagram. and
It is
close
long coming
friends.
to transfer.
It is.
over.
So on my Snapchat, I just had
And I feel like sometimes it's a bit
girls
it's
on
safer.
tour. Yeah. I
Because
just
Instagram opens you up to, it opens the floodgates But Snapchat is kind of controllable.
I just did girls on tour, and people were like, well, do you know what? I'm gonna bait him up here. Should I do this? Is it fair? Anyway, one person in particular, literally, there's a group of guys actually who before I left gave me like instructions. Were like, G, close friends, please, like private story. I said, I've got you.
You can't say who it is.
Within 2 days, I saw one of them on the beach. I said, excuse me. He said, yeah, we don't do FOMO, we book flights. I said, yeah, I hear it. I said, what?
Fair enough.
He said, your snaps made me book a flight. I said, you know what?
Fair.
I hear it. I really do. And I love that for you.
No, I pick up the DLT guys, man. It looks really good.
They didn't, do you know what? I was so proud of them. I was literally like, you lot have...
That's actually lit.
What you've done is sick.
Like, to sell out in the UK and then sell out like... and host something like that abroad as well.
And they've released the dates for next year. And most villas, how come my friend called me and was like, how did you find your villa? Because most of the villas are like...
It's all gone.
Are gone. And I was like, yeah, I've rebooked my villa for next year already.
Yeah, it's gone.
He was like, what? And I was like, well...
Why not?
And
I think that's what a lot of people did. They just booked where they booked for last year.
But I did that last year. So so Crystal went last year.
Yeah.
And I was umming and ahhing about going because I did think I was going to be really young. Then when she was there and I was seeing it happen, I thought it was going to be really young.
Gonna be young. Okay,
and then when I saw her there and she kept saying, Gina, come. And I was like, I could actually come. But then I thought, no, let me not. So then when they came back, they put out the dates for this year. And then I planned everything like, so by this time last year, I'd already had the villa, whatever. So it was planned in advance. So when we came back, they even released the dates for this year when I was still out there. And I just contacted the villa that we stayed at, and the guys were like, oh, it's fine. Like, we'll just reserve the dates for you. You don't even have to go through the booking agency. It'll be cheaper.
That's good.
So...
That's very good. Prepared, boy.
Next year, I'll be shaking cheeks again. My sister's like, you can't be going to DLT next year. You're going to be 35. I said, so?
She's jealous. When she...
No, she wants to come.
Oh, is it?
And she was like, no, because God willing, you'll be... When I walked through the door, she was like, oh... Did you have fun? I said, yeah. She goes, have you got out of your system now? Because next year I need you to be married. I said,
do you think you can't go DLT if you're married?
You can.
I would.
Why not? 2 of my friends that I went with, are they not engaged? Did we not even do hen do stuff for them?
That's what I'm saying. Because my husband knows what I'm like and knows I'm not there to like. Do you know what I mean? Like, he knows what kind of holiday it is for me. It's a girl's holiday for me. So, I would.
I definitely would. The thing is, you know what? Do you know me? Yeah, I want to go on those kind of holidays with my partner though. Like, I want to be skin out with my man behind me. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't want to be shaking cheeks for Tiana. I want to be shaking cheeks for my man. No, but that's what I'm like though. Like, I want to go there and be winding up all of my man.
I do want to go on like trips like that though.
And
where like
shaking my
his group of friends
and my group of friends.
And like some of us are booed up or whatever.
Yeah,
but
and then it's like, you know what, babe, let's go.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
We'll see you lot later. Like, do you know
I think that'd be so lit.
That's what I'm on anyway. So
that's what I'm on.
I can go on holiday like that with my man, and it's not.
I think it's
not a
possible.
thing, personally.
We'll get that.
So,
God hears us. God
from
hears
my
our
lips
hearts.
to God's ears.
Period. Period. That's my favourite saying, you know. I'm like, Lord, from my heart to your ears, my lips to your ears.
Please.
I love it. All right. Okay. Question of the day. If you could travel back in time, not Malta. If you could travel back in time, what year would you go to and why?
Don't all jump at once.
999.
It is what happens with these questions. Sorry?
999.
Why is that? There we go.
I should have put a bet on at the beginning of the season that United was going to win the treble.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
Makes sense.
No,
It does
facts.
make sense.
It would have
Hindsight is
cleaned up. What? At the beginning of the season?
Yeah, for real.
We win the treble.
Ooh.
I might have got 10,000 to 1.
That's mad.
And the economy back then was better, so the money would have had a lot of value.
Go through. That's it, man.
I would go back to the summer of Afro Nation. 2019. That was before COVID as well. That was a good time. 2019 was such a good summer. 2017 and 2019 summer were really, really good.
What happened? Besides Afro Nation. Did they do Afro Nation that same year in December, innit?
Yes.
Yeah, it was,
but
because
it
you
didn't
gave the
slap.
return.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't slap.
It didn't slap. And it was sad because people thought because they didn't go to Portugal, they could go to Ghana, so baby.
They didn't know the country they were going to, boy.
Damn it, true.
I had foresight.
Like, someone said to me, I didn't go to Portugal, but they're doing Afro Nation Nigeria. You think I'm going to look forward to that? That'd be silly. I know my people. Yeah. That's mine.
I think the first thing that came to mind, 65.
It's something to do with civil rights, innit?
100%. I would have been.
You want to boots on ground?
100%. I would have been securing Malcolm X, man.
about to say he's going to stop them from getting Malcolm. I knew he was going to say that.
100%.
Fair enough. It's on brand. I would expect that. If you had said something different, I would have been. I might be shocked. So I might be shocked. Gina Brent?
Oh no. You're telling me I can't go back to last week, so
Okay, you can. But you're going back next year.
no. Let me. What moment would I want to? I don't think would I want to even relive any moment. You know what? I would, if I could do a year again, I think I'd do 2 years ago, 2021. And I think I would, I'd spend more time with my friend because she passed away that year.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, do you know what it was? I think one of the things that bugs me about that is because leading up to her passing away, I was going through a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I was very distant, and like we didn't get to. She knew something was wrong with me.
Yeah.
And we spoke about it briefly. And it was like, next time I see you, I'll tell you.
Oh, I know.
And the next time it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the last time I saw her was like a really, really bad day. So I was in tears, but where we were, I couldn't talk about it. So it was like, do you know what, I'm gonna holler at you. And we just never had that conversation. So it even bugs me that I never got to like have that convo with her. So I think, yeah, that's what I'd do again.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
I want to see the. Just got a message and it cut off.
It's back now.
Yeah. Hold up.
Does your face itch when you like? You see right now, I keep scratching my face. It's really
Because
annoying.
hay fever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
My nose is itchy though, but not.
Same.
My face is literally all here is itching me.
Yeah, either the whole walking on water or
Well, like Jesus
feeding
time.
of the multitude.
Come on, Galilee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like that,
I
man.
see how that works.
If you went back though, yeah, and you saw that and you thought, wait a minute, this is just a myth. How would you feel?
That sleight of hand type thing.
Yeah. or like it just didn't happen. He kind of just walked a few steps in the water and
No,
then came
sorry,
back.
that's really bugging me. Where's this camera? Which one is Iman's camera?
That one.
There's a white reflection thing.
It's it's one of the leaves. It's kind of at the bottom.
Can I move it?
Yeah, you can.
I couldn't
Thank
see
you.
it.
Oh, annoy me.
Yeah, how do you feel, man?
How would I feel?
Would you be happy that you just at least you know the truth?
Yeah, 100%.
It's a lie.
Because I don't think I'll be shattered because I think having this particular governing principle through my life
Lying,
has
man.
helped me with morals and just being kind and stuff. But if it is that now and I'll find out, we're like, all right, cool, sex.
Sex with me.
Why am I waiting? Yes, why am I waiting for anything? Yeah, no condemnation, is it? Anymore. To the wire. That's the first thing.
I think it's the mic.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you move your mic the one in the middle, please, Gina? Just push it down a bit.
All right,
Thank you.
let's get into our headlines.
What happened to Love Island?
What?
No, Brandon.
Oh, Love Island. Yesterday was dramatic, as I expected. It's so funny because, like, I need to understand if people that come on the show, do you not watch the previous years to see what it is that you're getting into? Because being so territorial over a woman on day 3. So basically, right, so a new guy came in, right? This new guy came in, cool guy, whatever. He got to pick 3 girls to go on a date with. The first girl he picks is Ella, the girl with the fillers, right? She, obviously, when he picked her, she's screaming with the girls, they start screaming her head off. Then she clocks, maybe that wasn't a good thing because her man's obviously there. So she goes and hugs him and is like, oh, like, I've been thinking about you on the date, which I thought, okay, stand up. Cool, whatever. But she hugs him before she goes on the date where he's like, you look nice. She goes on the date. Cool. The guy with Molly's man, yeah, what's his name? Fitchley?
Mitchell or something?
Mitchell. Is it Mitchell?
I don't know why I said that.
He looks like a Mitchell though. Let's go with Mitchell. He's like a Mitchell. So Mitchell now, yeah, he's actually the boys. Remember again, he's been telling all the boys, oh, we're both closed off. Don't speak for me. But she's telling all the girls, a guy needs to come in here. And at present, this guy, in this villa, I could talk to them. But he's telling everybody we're both closed off.
Oh, there's man in the villa that she's even kind of half feeling.
Because she lips them. When she got the chance, she lips the shit out of them in the challenge.
Oh, because it was her to pick who she was feeling.
Yes.
So who did she lips?
She lips Zachariah, she lips Tyreek, and then she lips obviously her man. But it's funny because basically she lips Zach first year, but she lips him for like 20, like it was the longest seconds. Ian was even quiet. It was quiet, yeah. Then she goes to lips her man. This is him. Oh, I can taste Zach.
Wow.
Wow.
No way. That's fun up.
Because she was there for time. Kissed him for like 5 seconds. Then moved on to the next guy. Gave him like a 15-second kind of kiss. So it's that. So basically, then the new guy invited her on a date as well. He was like to the boys, you know what? Yeah, you know when guys try to act all hard. Like, shut up, man. You like me. You already lost. He's like, oh, basically, yeah. See how when Ella was gonna go on a date, she went and said bye to Tyreek or whatever. If she doesn't come to me and at least say bye or whatever, then I know what it is. I know what it is. Acting as though like if she doesn't come. Do you know what this next scene was? Sis is dancing her way out of the villa. Didn't even look his direction. Didn't even say bye. And do you know what's mad? The swimsuit she wore, yeah. First her body is banging, I didn't even clock it. But the swimsuit she wore, she said I need this guy. My body needs to be the main. So she had a thong swimsuit on. She wore a swimsuit she'd never even worn in the house to go on this date. And he's like, yeah, like if she doesn't say anything to me, that just tells me everything I need to know.
So now
well, he knows. But that's the thing though, he doesn't. Because he's still crying over her. He's still crying over her. So, and then Jess, thankfully, the guy picked Jess. I guess Jess is kind of like a charity case now. So you see how Tyreek here told Jess, friend zoned her yesterday. And he was like to her, oh, let's carry on like doing what we're doing, in terms of like flirting. And she was like, no. Why would I want to do that? Cool. He then went to Ella, his girl, and said, oh yeah, I told her, like, if I gave you the wrong signals, like, I'm sorry about that. Tried to act like it wasn't what it was to Ella, kind of thing. Cool. When they had the challenge, they asked him to kiss someone that he would want to be with long time and someone he'd want to have just like a fling with. He kissed Ella for a long time. He went and kissed Jess. And Ella was looking at him like, this is why the girl thinks you like her, because like, what are you doing kind of thing? Like you're giving her mixed signals kind of thing. But obviously because technically she's the only one who hasn't really got a man at the moment, they were basically saying to her that the new guy is kind of is actually her type. And he actually picked her. But it was like they were all celebrating like real heavy. Like, oh my gosh, finally kind of thing. And I was like, damn, like it's 4 days and you're already a charity case. It's crazy. But she had a good time on the date with him. I don't think he likes her like that, to be honest. Zach and Molly want to get to know each other now. And Molly was crying.
Right.
She's crying because she feels like Mitchell's basically putting too much undue pressure on her. Because he keeps telling everybody, so because he keeps going around telling everybody like, we're both closed off, because she's saying she's not closed off, she looks like a bitch. She looks like she's misled him. But in reality, she's done nothing. All she's done all it is that he likes her more than she likes him. So she was kind of crying and like saying like she doesn't like that, like being put in a position where she kind of has to hurt someone's feelings kind of thing. So she's all crying about that. And Whitney, and I feel like everyone's trying to tell Mitchell like, bro, have a conversation with her but they're not fully saying you're not on the same page. Obviously they don't want to blow up the tea she's giving them in private kind of thing, which I do respect because Whitney is just like to him, go and talk to her. And obviously they were like, so when she went on the day, they were like, oh, how are you feeling? All the girls are coming up to him, hugging him. I was like, oh, this is so icky. All hugging him and stuff. And he's like, oh, I'm all right. I was thinking, oh, no, you're not. No, you're not, darling. So that happened. And then tonight we see them have a conversation where she's basically like to him, like, I'm not, like, I'm open. And you should be too. Like, it's been 3 days kind of thing. And he's like to her, well, I'm not going to give you treatment. I'm not going to treat you as though this is just me and you if it's not just me and you kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, who are you acting hard for? You're going to treat her that way. What else happened? Catherine didn't really get that much screen time. Whitney,
Any of the guys like Whitney?
Mehdi, the Arab guy, is trying to act like he does. The one where he said he likes brunette. She said, well, I wear wigs. I don't know what you think this is. He's trying to say he likes her. He likes her boss babe, he's saying. However, I think actually, this is what, I'm not saying this is what people are saying. that she just recognizes the bag. She just
Okay.
recognizes.
Because he's Arab.
Yeah, it's a good bag to have. Because she's like, so basically he was like, she asked him, like, who have you got your eyes on in the house? He said her. He asked her the same thing. Whitney's like, you. I said,
Oh, bro.
BFFR. She didn't even look like she believed it. She just said it because she was like, I would say you, like you. And I was like, oh, honey, you don't even believe that. So I don't know who's gonna leave. Andre and the East Asian girl are getting on really well. I reckon they should get together. She likes a black man anyway. That's her type. She keeps trying to act like she keeps trying to find PC ways to say, I just want a Negro. But she don't know how to say it. So I think her and Andre would get along. Who else is there? The guys are definitely salty with the new guy though.
What was it?
Yeah, because when he was talking, they weren't really like taking to him. I feel like it's more the girls. They look at him as if like he's competition because he's just like it is what it is kind of thing. Like I like the fact that they're all there except Mitchell. They're all there and they understand what the game is. Like Zach is like he's gonna talk to Catherine, the other black girl, to tell her like, listen, I'm interested in Molly. But it's interesting. This is why I feel like I don't know if I believe what he's presented on TV because Catherine and Molly are very different people. If you're saying this is your type, these are very two different types. And he didn't really say he doesn't have a type. Some girls have said I don't have a type, and so they're open to anything. But to go from black Nigerian to white blonde.
I mean, it depends. I watched the first episode. They walked in together.
Who
Catherine and Molly, remember? When the
when
they're thinking, they walked in together. I see that screen. I was like, I'll do both of them.
Fair. That is fair. That's it then.
So
I guess. But I like the fact that he was like, as soon as he spoke to Molly, he was like, you're very interesting, you're very cool. And it was like, it's kind of been annoying a bit because he basically said to her, like, the way Mitchell was talking about you is put every guy off. Where there's guys that want to talk to you, but he's made it seem as if like you are stuck together and that puts every guy off kind of thing. And she was like, that's annoying because there are people that I do want to talk to kind of thing. But I like the fact that he was like, you're interesting, you're cool. And I'm going to let Catherine know that we're talking.
is Catherine interested or is she just nice?
Is Catherine interested in Zach?
Is she interesting?
Yeah, I think she is.
Okay.
But we haven't seen her much. Yeah, we haven't seen her much, basically. We didn't see her much last night because it wasn't about her. But we definitely saw Whitney. But
I haven't even properly seen it since Whitney's thing. I've just seen that clips on Twitter and all that. And every time I see Whitney, she's annoying me.
she's what, if you think of what the stereotype of a black girl is, I feel like she kind of lives up to that.
Okay.
But not in like a, because you know there's like racist stereotype where like the black girls are loud and belligerent. Not that kind of stereotype. Just a forward, I know what I want, I state it as it is type of girl. But I think it's cool. Because you know what it is as well, like I think she's what the show needs. I think she's the one who's going to give us good tea. As in good, because she's not a snake. Because she'll have a conversation with Molly, and then she has a conversation with Mitch. She's not telling Mitch what Molly said. She's not a shit stirrer. Do you get what I mean? Like she's not causing drama, but she's there to make everyone think about what it is that you're really doing here, kind of thing.
Oh, she's taking up that role in the house, yeah?
I would say so, because she's just open with it. She's very like open and clear with it. What was it she asked the new guy?
Has he healed?
Yeah, this is it. She's like, have you healed? Because she was like to him, when was the last relationship? He said 8 months ago. And everyone is like, oh, okay. Like, she said, have you healed? He was like, well, yeah, I'm here. She said, yeah, but you could be here because you want to be here. Or you could be here because you actually are healed and you want to find love. So she said, that doesn't mean anything. Your being here doesn't mean anything. So I like stuff like that because she's not pandering to foolishness, if that makes sense. And like, oh, like, you know, I just want to see that. She doesn't care about that.
Is it good for like the viewership that's like us? Or is it good for Love Island viewership in general?
About Love Island viewership, we'll talk about that in Wedding Road.
Okay, cool.
But I think it's good for anyone that wants good TV.
Okay.
And I think you can be white, black, anything. If you want good TV, then yeah. But if you're white and you've never realized the white privilege there is in TV, you wouldn't like it. Because there's more ethnicities now than there probably is on your road. And that just seems like a gang. Do you know what I mean?
Seems unrealistic, innit?
It's like Love and Hip Hop now for them. Thinking, oh, this is ratchet, this is ghetto. But in reality, it's not. It's just a representation of the country.
Is it of the country or of London, perhaps?
I think London more so.
I think, I don't know.
Probably would more so London, but it's fair to say the country on the whole. No?
I said the country. Because
I
sometimes
think
you
it's
have...
more so London, you know.
Because sometimes you have black people that are from places that you wouldn't expect black people to be from.
There's big black communities in places that you don't think about as well.
This is it.
When like out of London.
Like Manchester and stuff like that. There's big... I think with
Birmingham,
London, we tend to
Nottingham,
assume... Yeah.
Huge.
We assume... You know, in London, we really assume that we're like...
We have
we're
main
but
character
no,
syndrome.
we really do.
Like,
Facts.
badly.
We really do.
We actually think nothing exists out of us.
Mm.
And it's wild.
But
Like, we
to
think
be
that.
honest, it's because... Can we say, like, London culture is it, though?
100%.
Sorry, it is.
It's like...
But it's not like, even though, like, because remember, black people, there's only like, what, 3.5% of us in the entire country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many of them on the show?
All of them.
5 out of 8. 70% of it. They have a black or the black adjacent. It's crazy.
That's why they're gonna go crazy. If we only represent 3% of the country and represent 7% of Love Island,
It's crazy.
Ofcom, man.
Yeah.
No, it's complaints are complaining, boy. But I think it's actually a cool season so far. Like I actually remember to watch it because I was at the gym and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this time, blah, 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 so I can get him shower, have dinner, and watch it. So it should be interesting. But it's just wild to me that how people don't watch the show before they come on, and then you come on and you like your game is the opposite of what you should be doing. Like in what world do you think you should come on a show and be possessive? Whitney is trying to tell who was it? Jess and Molly, I think it was, about something being territorial. These girls are gonna say, what does that mean? That's a big word. I said, excuse me. And the white people are complaining about representation. So Whitney, the black girl, had to then explain what territorial means.
Oh, no, I saw that shot, so I don't really know what that means. I thought...
She's like, oh, sorry, that's a big word. I said, territorial, like, territory, couldn't you put it together? But yeah, man, I'm here for it. I think it's a cool season so far. I think there's going to be more to happen. There's a lot of them, though. Because even the new guy, when he came in, he was like, there's bare of you in here. I was like, I know. And I saw the girl that won last year, the Princess Jasmine looking girl, Samaya, something like that. She was on Madam Joyce's podcast and she was talking about like how when there's a lot of them in the house, it's icky because they only have like 2 showers.
Oh, gosh.
It was nasty, man. Talking about like people leave their shaving sticks with like hair on it and it's just gross. And she's like, honestly, having a shower was the worst part of her day because it's just going to be nasty. So when I see bare people in there, I'm just like,
Unless you go
I know it
first.
stinks up in there. It's nasty. I think that's probably why people shower outside. It makes sense now.
Oh.
they have a day where they have to leave the yard, innit? And they just clean it and stuff like that, or something.
Yeah.
Only one day. Shouldn't they do it every day, though?
Huh?
Shouldn't it be like every day? You know, like in a hotel, like
You think that?
hotels, they come and clean every single day.
Yeah, because they're... Actually, because I guess they're filming, but then... Because it's the way their days... Because remember Priscilla came, is the day that the way their days are structured, they wake up early. They put them to work. They're actually working, you know.
It does look like it's rank in there, but
It does. Hella body fluids and stuff. For me, it's like when they wake up in the morning, yeah, and they all get in bed and I'm like, so all your breaths is just mixing in a hurdle. Ew. It's so nasty. It's so it makes me so
yeah,
sick.
all them people in that room and all that with no windows and all that.
Yeah, it's so nasty.
It's got to be a bit frizzy in that room.
Defo.
Anyway, at the best of times, it's hot in that. You know what I'm saying?
Some people just, you know, some people, how they feel about showering and they don't wash their legs. So, smell like boiled chicken. I'm sorry.
You're
I'm not
actually
doing this.
dumb.
Let's get to the headlines, man. That's it for me. I can't.
All right, so the first headline, your favorite president is back in the news, man. Former US President Donald Trump has been charged over his handling of classified documents after he left the White House.
Oh, they got him. Damn.
Trump, who's 76, faces 7 charges, including unauthorized retention of classified files, and the charges are not yet public. It's the second indictment of Mr. Trump and the first ever federal indictment of a former president. He's campaigning to make a return to the White House in 2024. Legal experts say the indictment will not limit Mr. Trump's ability to run for the presidency again. In a post on Truth Social on Thursday, Mr. Trump said that he was innocent and had been summoned to appear at a federal court in Miami, Florida on Tuesday afternoon, where he will be arrested and hear the charges against him. He wrote, "I never thought it would be possible that such a thing could happen to a former president in the United States. This is indeed a dark day for the United States of America. We are a country in serious and rapid decline. But together, we will make America great again." And the second headline, Brent, if you don't mind putting up this link, this is about Hunter Biden. You know, what's his name? President Biden's son. So almost 9,000 photos from Hunter Biden's laptop have been published online by a right-wing non-profit called Marco Polo. The 8,864 pictures posted on BidenLaptopMedia.com included hundreds of images of the first son taking drugs and having sex with prostitutes, as well as family photos and everyday snaps. The photos include 7,032, mostly from Hunter's MacBook Pro, 1,832 from a backup of his iPhone XS, 428 live photos, which are short videos taken on his iPhone, 674 images sent in text messages, 579 screenshots, 40 sent via WhatsApp, and 111 others. The images are dated between 2008 and 2019. Some have geographic coordinates attached as well, showing Hunter took pictures in Hawaii, Cabo, San Lucas, Kosovo, the Dominican Republic, Western China, London, Paris, Rome, Belgrade, and of course across America. All the photos seen by DailyMail.com match photos from a copy of Hunter Biden's laptop obtained by DailyMail.com and authenticated by cyber forensics experts in early 2021. And the next headline, very sad news and trigger warning here, huge trigger warning, children being killed, man, unfortunately. And a Syrian Christian, he's a Christian guy apparently, Syrian national, who allegedly stabbed 4 preschool children on the playground yesterday, had recently divorced the mother of his child and was convicted of benefit fraud during a 10-year stint as a refugee in Sweden. This is some of the information that's emerged. The attacker, who's been identified as Abdelmash H., who's 31, he clinched onto a necklace with a crucifix on it before he launched his abominable rampage in a lakeside park in the town of Annecy, which is a tourist hotspot in southeastern France at around 9:45. Actually, while we're doing the reaction, this actually came up, right? I didn't want to mention it yesterday. But 4 children aged between 22 months and 3, including a British girl and 2 adults, were seriously injured in the attack. 2 of the young victims and 1 of the adults are now in a life-threatening condition at a nearby hospital. A local prosecutor said that there was no obvious terrorist motive for the attack, adding that the suspect was not known by any intelligence service and did not have any history of psychiatric problems. Security sources and his ex-wife confirmed that he had recently divorced and previously lived for 10 years in Sweden, where he was granted refugee status in April. His attack has spurred fresh scrutiny on France's immigration and asylum policy, with a right-wing politician seizing on the culprit's identity as a refugee. Police overpowered and arrested the knife man after he entered the children's playground to carry out the attack. Sad news, man.
It's very sad.
And that's it for the headlines.
All right, let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
All right, so today's topic of the day, we're going to end the week on a very light-hearted one, hopefully. I do try, guys, but you guys want to take it to the next places. But this was sent to me by Stacey here, and I kind of want to see how you guys think about this. You kind of said certain things today as well that kind of made me think of this, so I think it's kind of apt, right? And basically, it started from this initial tweet by some woman, right, who said, having a boyfriend just genuinely makes you distant, right? It's not personal or nothing. I just rather be with my man. That's where it starts, right?
My man.
There you go. Someone obviously quote tweeted that and said, well, as long as we remain distant when you break up.
Touche.
So basically, how do you guys feel about the initial tweet and also the quote tweet?
Old Gina, previous Gina, is my man.
Okay.
Yeah. Current, future.
No. Why is that?
I think balance.
Okay.
Do you know why? And also because I feel like because I was so my man, when we broke up, I found it so hard to I struggled. Do you get what I mean? To kind of
to go back. To bridge.
No, just the thing is, my friends were very supportive regardless, innit? So it's not like anyone was like, oh no, we can't be friends anymore. But I just felt like I was so attached to him.
Were you shy for yourself? Was it like you were shy for yourself?
No, I don't think it was that. It was just, I just found it hard, not having that attachment.
Yeah.
I was just too attached So it's like, what do I attach myself to now? Do you know what I mean? So it was like finding my feet or like having to just you're right. Having to undo all of that. So for me, I feel like balance is definitely key. So moving forward, I would like to operate more. And are you rude about pointing?
I was talking to Brent.
How can Brent see you?
You can see me.
His back is turned and you're
Brent
pointing.
can see me.
What would you like?
Is it there, Brent? Sorry, behind you.
But yeah, that's yeah. I think I'd like to establish a bit more balance moving forward. I'd hope that I can establish a bit more balance moving forward.
Okay.
Just pass it, please.
Why do you think you had?
What do you have in that bag?
Why do you think you had that
You're gonna get sleepover.
approach in the first place?
The attachment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think.
What's it called? Codependency.
Yeah, I was very, very like, I'm talking, do you know what made me laugh? Because I had this conversation the other day and I was like, how my cousin, one day she said to me, sis, I'm not here to replace your boyfriend. Like she was like, you have a 2 phone call quota a day. You can't call me more than twice. But before, I used to speak to my boyfriend all the time. Like 10 times a day even. Like if I'm going to work on my lunch break or whatever. Do you know, like it's just the first person.
That's natural though.
It's the first person that I'm going to call, right? So I was so used to that. When we broke up, I was like, oh my gosh, who do I call now? So I just was always calling my cousin and she was like, ma'am, I love you.
Third call today.
But she was like, this isn't healthy. You need to like reduce it.
Do you know what it is, yeah?
And then I eventually got it, but at first it was hard. Like I just used to think, oh my gosh.
I feel like your closest to your boyfriend is normal because that's how you grow in your relationship. That's how you get close in your relationship. And obviously that's the sad thing about breakups is that you do have to now live without this person that you were very much integrated with. But I do agree with you in terms of like balance. Like I don't think I like the idea of me like and my boyfriend like having a life together, but also we have our separate lives. I don't want to be your only friend and I don't want you to be my only friend. Make some go outside, touch grass.
No, I know, but that's the
Do you know what I mean?
But that's the
So
thing.
balance.
I wasn't like that before. I want to be your only. I want to be your only friend, and you have to be mine.
Okay, yeah, so that was
Like,
okay.
why-
That was unhealthy.
Yeah, why'd you have friends?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was
like
unhealthy.
Why do you need other friends? I'm your friend. Hello.
Yeah, that was definitely unhealthy.
No, but I can admit that now. Though, do you know what I mean? But in the moment, I didn't see it as me being unhealthy. Poor guy, man.
You're so annoying. You're so annoying.
Take that back, please.
Okay, I take it back. Sorry, not poor guy. Sorry.
But yes, I'm for balance. Like any friend of mine who ditches me because they got a man, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be there for you when you come back. If you come back, God forbid you have to come back. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that way inclined because my friendships anyway. I don't like taxing friendships. I don't like friendships where it's like we're married. I don't like all of that stuff. I believe in people exist. Like you don't own me. I don't like ownership in any form of relationship that I have. Do you know what I mean? So if my friend moved like that, there's different reasons why people move like that. Do you know what I mean? If this is your first boyfriend, I can understand why you're very excited. You might have never thought this day would come. So I hear it. But I wouldn't be like, if you come back, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you abandoned me, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. Do you get what I mean? I will have a word with you and be like, oh, you know, this is how you moved. Moving forward, you might not want to, I don't think you should move like that, or that hurt my feelings. I've had to have that conversation with friends where I'm like, oh, you've got a boyfriend, but it's as though you've abandoned everybody. And then say you still have an argument, that's when you remember me. Like I've had to have those conversations with my friends and stuff. And sometimes people can't see what they're doing. You just have to say it to them.
But, sorry, just to point out, I was my man, but I still had friends. So, like, I spoke to my friends every day. Like, do you know what I mean? So, I just didn't see them a lot, if that makes sense. So, I didn't socialise personally.
Yeah.
But I lived with my partner as well, though, innit?
Were you like missing like birthday dinners and stuff like that?
No, it wasn't that bad.
Oh, that's all right then.
No, I'd still go to, like, functions and stuff. But I mean, like, for example, like, one of my friends, she just didn't invite me out anymore because she's like, you're not coming. I was like, yeah, because I just want to stay at home and watch Netflix. And that was me, though. Now,
outside.
As Yusuf says, she's still on tour.
I'm so done.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, what does ditching look like though? Because like, let's just say you, for example, you talk to your friends 5 times a day, right? About nothing, right?
No, we're talking about stuff.
But it's not really important.
It's very important.
Group chats.
It's very important stuff. What do you think is going on here?
I apologize.
What?
But let's just say
You want to be in a women's group chat. That's what it's at. Lit.
let's just say it wasn't stuff that was really important then, right?
Yeah.
And then you kind of cut down the conversations to just important conversations.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's just once a day.
We're talking once a month. I'm joking, no.
Then is that really ditching, or is that just more?
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of is, because I feel like if we're used to talking 5 times a day, yeah, and then we go down to 1, I'm gonna feel ditched. Even though now now what we talk about is different, but I think the issue is that if it was a thing where before you had a man, it went down to 1.
Okay.
That's cool. Or you have a new job, or you're busy. That's fine. But I think there's just something with women when when they can say, or when they can assume something is as a result of you having a man.
Yeah.
It's like, it's ditching either way. Whether you have a new job, wherever it is, it's still, people will feel ditched. But if it's ditched because of a man, that's a crime.
Do you know what I think it is? I think with me and my friends, yeah, like there's been a massive shift. Like our group chat don't even pop anymore. Like literally, like sometimes we're like, "Right, is this group even still active?" But I think it's because 1, we're a lot more older.
This is it.
2, everyone has different
Schedules and...
My friends are mums now. My friends
Yeah.
are wives. So it's not even you have kids.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be on your phone. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, life has changed for everyone. People are running businesses. People are a lot more busy. People are barely in the country. So it's like, I think with me and my friends, we have a level of understanding that our friendship isn't, our communication is nowhere near the same as it used to be before.
Yeah.
But when we come together, it's the same. And I think we just have that level of understanding that, okay, cool, we're just all at different spaces in our lives at the minute. And this is what adulting looks like for us. And we're all okay with it.
Sorry, very off topic. Your skin is banging.
Oh.
You know the whole time, I just clocked, because the whole time, for some reason, I thought you had like foundation on.
Oh.
Then as you've been rubbing, I was thinking, no, this is her skin. It's lit. Flipping lit. Do you have pause? It's lit. But I agree with that, actually. I think like with the whole ditching friends thing, obviously depending on what the friendship dynamic is and what you lot do, but I will feel like that's like it gives me like younger friendship group vibes. But as a grown adult, like I feel like the only issue I might have today is if, like as an adult woman now, is if you want to bring your man to things.
Okay.
FFR. Like, that is, I'll be so shy for you.
Why do people feel the need to always do that though?
What, bring their man to stuff?
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know,
their
because they're
girlfriends,
connected at the hip. But the thing, because they don't have any other friends, the man, you're your man's friend, and your man is your friend too. For me, I feel like any woman, because women when they're in love, they do things in it. They don't always think logically, right? That's fair. They think with emotions. But I think as the man,
Just when they're in love.
as the man,
Excuse me?
you see how just some things you have to just
Ignore.
let it just be in the air.
I love the fact that you said as the man. You just continued.
So
As
as
you
the
were.
man, yeah, like, are you not shy for yourself when I tell you, do you want to? Me and the girls are going to brunch on Saturday. You coming, right? Are you not shy for yourself? Because my man can't be like to me. Actually, no, I won't enter his skin. I'll go. But you get what I mean? Is it, but say he was going like on a boys' night out. I would be like, any of the other girlfriends coming? And if he's like, no, but well, I'm not coming then. Do you get what I mean? If it was like a thing where the other girlfriends are coming, that's cool. But you know you're going to be the only boy. Like, are you not shy for yourself? Yeah, I feel like that would be the only thing. What, you know, you might your man to do.
No. But the
was
thing
about to
is,
say.
no.
Oh, you said but.
I didn't say but. No, I was just gonna say, yeah, I don't mind rolling with my hit
Nah,
me
Gina,
out.
man.
She's one of them.
Hit
Gina.
me out.
Hate to see it.
Hit me
Hate
out.
to see it. Land, please.
No, the point I'm making is, yeah, I wouldn't have an issue going out with my man and his friends and I was the only girlfriend there. Like, it wouldn't bother me. That I'm just saying. Not that I would like Kat to come, but I'm just saying if I got invited and I wanted to go, I wouldn't have an issue going.
But you're invited by just your man. The other boys didn't say.
But I mean, how are they going to invite me if my
No,
man...
but say they were all chilling together. They're like, oh, we're going out. Oh, Gina, do you want to come? Another guy said, oh, yeah. Do you want to come? That's different.
But
if
she's
your
like
man
a-
is the one who said, do you want to come?
She's like a tomboy too.
That's what the thing is.
Nah, I don't think that doesn't
but
matter.
that's why I was gonna say I've always been in male-dominated spaces. Like I've always gone out with my male friends, and I'm the only girl. That's why it's not foreign to me.
But those are
That's
your male friends.
I
These are your
know.
boyfriend's friends.
I know, but what I'm saying is I've realized in every relationship that I've been in, I've formed a relationship with my partner's friends
Friend,
as well.
okay,
Does
fair
that make
enough.
sense?
Yeah.
So it's never awkward. Like they don't want me around, but it's because, do you know what I mean? So that's why for me, I'm saying it's kind of the norm. So it wouldn't be weird. Not saying that I want to go and I want to follow him everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying because I'm used to being the only girl in like a male-dominated space.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel
It's not a thing for
uncomfortable,
you, yeah.
or I wouldn't feel no type of way. I wouldn't care.
So what, you'll be like engaging in a conversation like everybody else, right?
Yeah.
there?
Like literally,
Yeah.
like do you know, I'm not the girlfriend that sits in the corner
Yeah,
quietly.
yeah, yeah.
The
Do you know
thing
what
is,
I
yeah,
mean?
like,
And you don't have to baby me either. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
you can leave her to like chat to this person, chat to that. Like she's not socially awkward where it's like, "Ugh, why'd you bring her kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like we can have healthy discourse. Like I've had like you know what I mean? Like not arguments, but we can have debates, whatever. It's like, but it's normal for me.
Okay.
The thing is that like it's not a thing where like I wouldn't feel awkward or anything like that, and I will have conversations with them and stuff like that. But I think because I'm just for us doing things outside of each other, and for me, your boys' nights is you having time with your boys, and my girls' nights is me having time with my girls. So I wouldn't want to insert myself even if I was invited. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But I think that's just how. Yeah, that's just it there really. But yeah.
Mugs, say now you're seeing a woman and whatnot, yeah. Do you feel like that takes away time from your boys? Are you conscious of it as well?
No, not really. Because I'm not really that type of person that's gonna just like run away when they're in a relationship.
Okay. So let's just say like some of your boys are like that, yeah. How do you feel in that type of situation?
I just think they're idiots. But I ain't really got no time for people like that. I just like, because for real, like you're not gonna be around me all the time and be around me every day and then get a gal and like you don't know, man. And then when you're single, just come back and all that. And it's like, just go away, man. Just stay away, man. It's not even that deep, yeah. But it just shows. I don't know. It just shows who you are as a person. People like that, they're just users, man. You know what I'm trying to say? They're just users. Like they don't respect their friendships or their relationships that they have with people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and once they get their partner, that's their crutch that they can talk to every day and talk to in the morning, in the lunch, and they don't need no one else. You get me? They'll just fuck people off, and maybe that's nice. Maybe that's what you don't want or whatever. I don't know, but it's like once it pop down, don't forward back to me. Like,
If it then was to progress into marriage or something, right? Or long-term relationship, they got kids, they're 20, 30 years deep in their thingy, right?
yeah, more power to them. I'm still not. The longer it goes, I'm still not going to see them because that's how they move, innit? You know what I'm trying to say?
But
Like,
become understandable.
it's not understandable.
No,
It's still fuck them because there's bare people in relationships that. There's bare people in relationships that have their
marriages
relationship
and
and I
kids.
maintain
Yeah,
the friendship with them. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? So if they're that way inclined, they have the kids and they run away. It's gonna be. You're just not gonna see them even more. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like fuck them. I don't
Thank
know.
you, Mags. Thank you. I've been trying to tell him all this.
Tell who? Me.
Emmanuel, that is
Impossible.
him Monday to Friday.
Impossible. You know.
No, don't do that. Because
I'm joking.
you don't understand. I ain't seen this nigga. You know, I have to beg. You know, I'm actually begging him to jump and Zoom with me so I can talk to him.
That's crazy,
Zoom.
man. That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
After all
And
these
he doesn't
years.
live that far from you.
Now, I don't like friends that want to switch up their stuff.
Before you go on. You don't believe this, right?
No.
Wait
Oh, right
a minute.
then.
What are you
Brent,
talking
Stop
about?
this. Stop this.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's hot.
What are you saying they don't believe?
Your stories. Because
I can't lie to
remember
you,
this is
yeah.
going out to the world, you know?
When has that ever stopped him about this going out to the world? Do you think he
for
cares?
That's his fuel. Do you know what it is? I kind of believe it though.
Of course. I'm not lying.
I can't lie to you. Because you know what it is? Because Brent does a lot, yeah. Trust me, Brent does a lot. But that one felt like came from the heart.
It was just the other day. And the thing is, when I was Zooming with him, he wasn't even in his home clothes. What were you rocking? All right. All right.
What was you rocking?
Well, you talking about the most recent one?
Most recent.
We're shirtless. What are you rocking?
Abs.
And he would jump on a Zoom with a particular background.
This guy is so dumb.
Oh, so you don't even get an entry into his life. Oh, that's deep. Man.
Honourable.
Do you know what's funny about this? Yeah, is people. I hope you know he's joking. Yeah.
I'm not joking.
But it's funny because basically, we've not zoomed for a while, innit? And I thought it would be funny.
Why are you not zooming, bruv? You live in
Thank
the
you.
same country.
No, because obviously after here, work, doing
Yeah,
this,
you see,
doing that, all that
and
type
you're
of
telling me
stuff.
I'm lying. The guy ain't got no time for me. None.
I'll be honest, zooming is wild.
Because of a job.
Zooming with your friend is wild. Zooming with your friend is wild.
No, but you know what? I don't think it's that bad though, because I FaceTime my friends all the time.
But
There
do
you
you
go.
see your friends at some point? These
What do you
lot are
mean?
relying on Zoom. That's it.
For meetings, not to catch up as friends.
When's
And
the last time you caught up as
Gina
friends?
is your background
All the
Farrakhan.
time.
Farrakhan, absolutely not. No, my background is the beach though. It ain't real.
I did that obviously as a
That's
joke.
where you want to be.
Literally. But it's dumb because in winter I'll be wearing a hoodie and then you've
And
got
you've
the
got a
tropical
beach.
thing in the background. It's
So annoying.
Everyone's like, Gina, it don't make no sense. None.
Because there is a lot of married people. A lot of people do get married and feel like, oh, my husband's my home and my da 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 da. Okay, sorry, we too will get married one day. Thank you. We've heard. Do you know what I mean? So there is that thing where married people don't, and for me, it's not an excuse. Because I know
100%.
I have married friends. I have friends. I've got kids and stuff, but because I don't really subscribe to that whole you make time for what's important. Sometimes I feel like some people use that wrong. Sometimes it's difficult to make time in it. Different circumstances. But there is that thing about like when you're married now, it's almost like this is different. Like marriage is different level to dating. So I'm just so busy being a married man and being a married woman that, I don't have time for friends and such.
But you know what, you said earlier, yeah, that now all your friends are pretty much like married, got kids in relationship, whatever, yeah. The first batch that was doing that, did you guys kind of make life hard for them?
I don't think I've ever made life hard.
Well, not you.
No, but I think, do you know what? You notice the shift in it.
Okay.
You notice the shift, you notice the change in dynamic. But one of my friends though, she said to me, she got married in it. So I took a step back from calling her because we used to speak all the time, yeah. And she was just like, don't be dumb. Like, you're my friend. Do you know what I mean? Like you could, no, but it was more like speaking to her like really late. Do you know what I mean? Because I used to be on the phone with her like at midnight and stuff like that. And I was like, you probably want to have sex with your husband. So why am I calling you? Do you know what I mean? So it's like I took a step back and stopped calling her like at those kind of hours. But then sometimes she'd call me and I'd be like, oh, she'd be like, please, he's sleeping. Like I'm awake. So do you know what I mean? And it was like, nothing's changed. Like he understands our friendship in it. So it's not like
Do you know what's
anything.
interesting,
And
though?
then I just thought, okay, cool. So like, yeah.
Do you know what's interesting as well, though? I think sometimes as well, we preempt that your married friends are busy doing what they're doing. Because I've actually had that conversation with friends as well. Of like, I'm married, I've got kids now. And I feel like you just kind of abandoned our friendship. So you just assumed
Because I
this
was
is my
married,
life now.
yeah.
And you haven't kept up with the friendship. And it's quite a sad relationship. It's sad. Because it's almost like they got married and people just assume that that's all you need to have now. And they're like, no, because I still want my friends. It's such a sad conversation to have.
Yeah, I agree.
God.
He's not making up over there. He's disrupting the class.
We're doing bare key.
What's going on here?
We're
This
talking
guy's
about
so
stuff, innit?
wicked.
Oh, you see what I'm saying?
So wicked.
But yes, I think it goes both ways. Because sometimes you make an assumption. But communication, man, people love to talk about communication in relationships. In all relationships, friendships as well. You got to talk about these things.
Okay, so in the last relationship that you was in, right? Did you have the similar type of mindset, or is it something that's kind of grown since then?
I think I've always had that mindset of not abandoning my friends because I'm with somebody.
Okay,
Is
but
that what you mean?
yeah, kind of. But everything that you're pretty much saying today, because the reality is, at least I think anyway, a lot of people who abandon their friends, like you said earlier, don't think they're abandoning their friends. They're just thinking, wait a minute, my friend should understand. They should be happy for me. I'm just spending half of my time with this guy or this woman. You know what I'm saying? So, at what point do you feel like? Because are you monitoring the time you're spending? Are you saying to yourself, you know what, wait a minute, for my relationship, it makes sense that I spend at least one of these days on the weekend with this particular person. My friend shouldn't be annoyed. But at the same time, wait, will my friend be annoyed? Should I then check in? Should I communicate like you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, is anyone doing that?
No.
Because then it's kind of hard.
It's all assumptions, isn't it?
Sometimes, so then it's kind of hard to then blame the person who is
Feels some type of
abandoning.
way.
I think both people are to blame. I think the only time that you wouldn't be to blame, the person who's not in the relationship, is if you always reach out and you keep getting aired or whatever, then it's clear as day. But if you pull back because you've assumed that they've pulled back, you both just made assumptions. You both pull back. But typically, when you are abandoned by a friend, it is very obvious. It's clear as day.
What was I gonna say?
I was gonna say, do you know what though? I feel like with my situation, it was different because I didn't abandon my friends, but there was a period, where I became very isolated. But it was because I know why. It's because my friends didn't like my partner. So it forced me to like.
That's another one.
It was so awkward, you know, because these don't even made a whole group chat without me. Like it got weird. It got so weird, and I'm stubborn in it. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'd noticed the shift, and I thought, okay. So I kind of left them to it. Like I'm not gonna, because I ain't done nothing wrong. Like I've made a decision. You don't like the person, cool. You don't have to like the person, but for you lot to treat
your friend.
for you lot to treat me different, that's on you.
Sorry to cut you. So this wasn't about time. This was solely about the person.
Something happened. They didn't feel him.
Okay.
And obviously, but I made a decision to stay or whatever, right?
Okay.
And through that, I guess it got a bit awkward, but not for me,
For them.
for them. So then they kind of went and did whatever, and I was just like, okay, I didn't really care. It pushed me closer, and then we got distant. But it wasn't my doing because I could see what was going on, but I'm not gonna open my mouth and say anything. Do you know what I mean? And then eventually it got sorted, but it was like, I'm stubborn, innit? So I kind of was just like, not dying on my hill, but I was just like, well, I ain't done nothing wrong.
Put yourself like on like amongst them.
Yeah.
Would you behave different?
Yeah, because if I don't like my friend's partner, that's not making me feel mad towards my friend.
Yeah, but what if your part, like you can see, like your partner, your friend's partner he's bad for her. And it's like, I can't support this, surely. As someone who loves you, my friend, I've been like close for 2 decades.
Yeah.
I can't support this.
Do you know what it is? You have to allow people to make their own decisions, though,
This
innit?
is
And
it.
we're adults.
Yeah,
like,
man.
we're actually grown-ass people.
Yeah.
And how me and my friends operate now, like, we literally say to each other, my dear, as long as you're happy,
That's it.
I'm not taking paracetamol for someone else's
fuck
headache.
that. You ain't bringing your Egypt girl around me, and I don't like, and I proper can't stand her as well.
No, but I'm not bringing my Egypt
Not
girl
even then,
around
I don't want to
you.
hear it because me and you
First of all,
can't
we're not
have.
about to make Egypt girl a thing.
Me and you can't even. I can't even be your brethren because when you're trying to confide in me and come to me with relationship problems about your Egypt girl, that I'm not even here for this.
But
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
tell
coming
you,
to-
your
I'm
girl's
not
a
coming-
spec as well. Don't talk to me. Go and talk to your average brethren about that girl. I don't like that girl. She's an Egypt. I don't know what you're doing with her. You're a fool. I'm not even entertaining all that shit.
What is she again?
Egypt. And if you're someone that just wants to be joined at the hip and try and be around them all the time and then try and be around me and I don't like her, nah. You ain't seeing me. You and your girl go and be happy, man.
My thing is, like, I feel like if you don't like the person, to be fair, if you don't like my partner, I'm not going to bring my partner around you.
Yeah.
And I will also know what it is I'm going to talk to you about my partner.
Literally.
Okay.
To be honest, you won't be someone I talk to about my partner anyway. But my thing is, you can't go cold, and I think it's what you're describing. You can't go cold on me because maybe I didn't do what you think I should have done, or I'm in a situation that you don't think is. Let people experience what they want to experience, and that's it. And this is why sometimes you can't be telling your friends. You got to give
My
you
mum
a
told me
full,
that,
a fuller
though.
scope, because the thing is, this is the reality of life here. When if I tell my friend something bad that this guy did, when we make, I don't tell them I might not tell them about all the good things. It comes across as
100%.
bragging. So I only tell you when he's pissed me off, yeah. But the issue now, I've forgiven him,
Exactly.
but they haven't.
Yeah.
So now they're like, oh,
Yeah.
that dumb guy. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, calm down.
Yeah.
100%
That's my
though.
life.
But that's the thing, right? Because my mum told me that from younger, and she was like, stop telling your friends your business.
Yes.
Because your friends are not in your relationship.
That's
and
it.
naturally, as humans, you always want to, like you said, I'm not gonna brag about my boyfriend or
Yes.
my partner, right?
I wanna tell you the bad
But
things.
I'm only gonna, if he pisses me off, I'm calling your
I'm
phone
gonna
and
let you
cussing
know.
him and
You
telling
never
you
guess what he
XYZ,
did.
XYZ, right? Or even just to check if I'm moving mad, or like, you know when you sometimes you want another
Accountability
opinion,
coach. Yeah,
or like
yeah.
someone to be like, am I moving mad or
Yeah,
XYZ?
yeah.
But that's what you do with your friends. So if you continuously do that, your friend is gonna have a footnote of all the negative stuff and like builds up this kind of like not hatred towards that person, but dislike, right?
Yeah.
Because of
How they treat you.
you. So then it's like when they don't like your partner, you can't really blame them because you've not given them any other option but
But
to
do you know the
dislike
issue
your partner.
though? Do you know the issue I have with that though? Because I hear that. However, my thing is, because I know that you're not gonna, unless it's literally been from day one, always bad things. Because you can kind of see how the person's partner treats them. You don't come to me sad all the time. You don't come to me angry all the time. You don't come to me upset all the time. And because I guess maybe I know how I am, I don't tell people the full thing. Never my therapist. Told her something the other day. She was like, "What? Excuse me?" I said, "Oh, we'll talk about that later." But I'm like that. So because I know how I am, I think of that with other people as well. I am very aware that this person represents more to you than whatever it is that you would have told me. So even if you tell me something that he did, for me, yeah, I don't get involved in my friend's situation unless it's like you're sleeping with a married man and there's a chance that the wife might jump us at DLT one day. I can't be living in a wig on account of your
Jump
infidelities.
scare.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. There's that. Or if it's a thing where like you're being abused and you can't see or whatever, that's the only time I would get involved. But if you tell me something that he did, I'm actually that friend who will be like, okay, I'm not that friend who's like automatically on your side.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's let's dissect this. He did this. Okay, but what happened then? And what did you say to that? Do you see how maybe when you said this, that's the kind of friend I am? Do you get me? So I get it, but at the same time, like, we're grown enough to not be taking paracetamol for other people's headaches. Because I'm back there. So what do you want? What do you want now?
Yeah.
Where do you go from here?
Can I be honest? I don't. Do you know right now? Yeah. Even in the last like 2 years, I don't talk about nothing. I don't tell anyone my business.
That's
I don't
a word,
bother.
boy.
Because you know what it is? At this point, yes, like you're grown in it. So you're
This
old
is
enough
it.
to make your own decisions and
This
you
is
know what
it.
you're doing, right or wrong. Whether it's going to leave you in the pit of hell, my dear, you know what you're doing. Whether it's do you know what I mean? Like, let's not be dumb. We all know what
This
we're
is
on. So I don't even need a second. I don't need an opinion. I just generally I just live my
And
life.
that's actually a word, you know.
I just don't talk about anything with anyone. Like, I was going to, I'm all right, you know, you dating? I'm like, no.
No, that's what I do.
Like, what's the point?
That's what I do.
Generally speaking, there is no point because I actually don't want anybody's opinion. Generally speaking, it's like
that
we're
is
grown enough
facts.
to make our own decisions, regardless of whether I'm going to regret a decision in the next year or so.
Let me regret it
Let
when
me
I get
regret it.
there.
It is what it is. Like I can't be bothered because then everyone's gonna like. And what I've noticed as well, right, with friendships, when you have a big circle as well, it's like you can tell one person your business. You know how like in your friendship group, you're gonna have different your dynamics with each person is different. So I might be close to Margs, yeah, but then Margs is close to Esther. So I might tell something to Margs, and not that I don't really want Esther to know, but because Margs is close to Esther, and we're all in a friendship.
But then
group,
Esther's close to
so
you,
to be
man.
fair,
This is it.
it's not really beef for Margs to tell Esther, but I don't really want Esther to know because so I've not told Esther. But Margs is gonna tell Esther, and Esther's close to. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Now it's everyone knows.
I can't be bothered.
That's
with
the
all of that.
Ponderosa
So it's
over
like
your-
for
over
me,
your business.
if I just keep shit to myself, it's like it is what it is.
I think that is so key, and that is definitely my mindset of I don't want anyone's opinions. Like,
Yeah,
whether it's
wisdom.
good, bad, I don't want to hear it. I know what I'm doing, and let me ride it and see where it takes me.
Let's kind of see this from the other angle.
I'm a
yeah?
true liar, boy. Sorry.
Let's see this from the other angle, yeah. What about where?
Brent Eman is talking.
Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
What happened?
Because he agrees I'm a liar.
He's what?
He agrees I'm a true liar.
We kind of saw this from us being in the relationships, yeah. Let's be the friends now. Do you feel as though there's a chance that the people in the relationship could see it like, wait a minute, we're kind of too needy? We're used to this 5 times a day that we speak to this person who's now in a relationship, yeah? Like, why, like, shouldn't we just understand why do we need to maintain the same 5 times a day?
You have to understand that though. Because you know what it is?
I'm
Because your friend was single, you guys are speaking 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Now your friend has a man, you're speaking 2 times a day. Yes, she's got to divide the time. Do you know
But
what I
I
mean?
think don't most people understand that though?
No.
I don't,
Okay.
yeah, you'd
But
be
the
surprised.
people that don't understand are a minority though. Because most people do.
Because I was gonna say like
It's a handful
if
that
my
don't
friend,
understand.
like me and my friend, basically it was we were single became single at the same time. Yeah, we made a pact and we're like, okay, we're gonna like really heal and da da da. She would have forgot a guy. I thought, excuse me, hello, that was not the plan. But I left her to it. It is what it is. Do you get what I mean? And I had my opinion on whether I felt like what she was doing was the right thing. I felt it was too soon or whatever. But I literally just left her to it, and I didn't, and I understood that our relationship wasn't the same, and it wasn't going to be the same. But it is what it is. Like everyone's grown in it. Do you know what I mean? I think I've just learned. I feel like before I was a very codependent person. Before. And I've just learned to deal with that. So now I don't really take things personal like that anymore. Like it kind of just is what it is. I think that's just maturity and wisdom.
I feel like if you get a partner and they have to change your existing relationships with people, then that might not be the right person for you.
So you think that...
But then I think it's not always your partner though. Like sometimes, like
your
I'm
friend,
gonna even
innit?
speak as women. Like I don't think it's your partner that makes you do that. So like if I'm thinking about my last relationship, he didn't make me become codependent, and
And he had his friends and
He had
stuff
his,
like that,
he had his
yeah.
friends, and he was even like, ma'am,
You ain't got no
go out with your friends. Like I remember one time we went out, and we all went out together. And obviously my friends wanted to go somewhere else. Like afterwards, I wanted to go home. He gave my friends money. He's like, please take her.
Please take her.
Like, please take her. It's okay.
ridiculous.
Do you know what I mean? So he wasn't making me codependent. I just became codependent. So it wasn't him that changed my relationships.
Do you know what I think
It
is
was
as
just
well?
But even
me.
so, I'm not saying through force. I just mean it's just not right. If you feel like, I don't know, maybe that's just the way you are in relationships or something. I don't know, but.
But you know what I think is that? I think it's time as well though. Because if I think about it, sorry, call it. Gonna have to hold on. If I think about it, say I had a friend I spoke to 5 times a day, I now have a boyfriend, so we speak twice a day. 1 second, caller. Sorry, 1 sec. But we now speak 2 times a day. That's because I've now got to share my time. It's like if someone was a parent. It's like we spoke 5 times a day, but now you're mum or your dad. Now we speak twice a day because your time is now split with more things. So it doesn't necessarily change the friendship. It's just there's more now for your time. It's like if you had a new job and that job is like requires a lot from you. Some of your time that was all here now has to go to this. Do you know what I mean? Morning, caller.
Morning. What's going on? How's everyone?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. This is my Miss Ramsey. You know, right?
Come on, Ramsey.
I thought I'd chime in on this because I've been with my wife since I was 16, so it's been about 14 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's it.
And I've seen people change. I've seen my friends when they're not in relationships. I've seen my friends when they are in relationships. And I've seen good relationships and bad relationships. And being the friend, if I see the girls changing my guy, I'm the first one to speak up. Because like, wait, hold on, you've changed. You're not happy or you're down all the time. Like, what's going on? And then they tend to confide in me. As soon as I've told them what I think, it's up to them to do what they're gonna do. If they choose to change the partner, if they choose to amend the problems or whatever toxic relationship they're in, then that's their business. I half agree with Esther saying, you're not taking paracetamol out of people's headaches. But I feel like it's unfair for a friend not to try and help a situation because that's your friend.
Yeah.
And in regards to me and my wife, our friends, obviously we've been together for hella long, so her friends since she was 16 is now my friends at the age of 31.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, I feel like all her friends are now my friends and vice versa. And I feel like it's healthy for you to feel comfortable to want to chill with your man or your girl and their friends and vice versa, if I'm making any sense.
Yeah, that absolutely.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank you. All right.
I just don't like people that get in relationships, and just want to
Act brand new.
Nah, like just live in each other's pockets. I just don't understand that side. I get that's the goal, but it's like I just don't understand that. Like you get a boyfriend, all of a sudden you don't know nothing, and it's just like you are like conjoined twins, and
It is unhealthy.
I just don't understand that. Everywhere you go, I don't see you without this person. Like everywhere you go, like
That would really annoy me.
I just think that's crazy to me. And then you change your setup. I got man like, oh yeah, like I'm coming to your yard. Oh no, I'm just with my gal.
No, you can't come anymore.
All right, then you and your gal in your yard. So what? Like, because if I'm with my gal in my yard and you told me you're coming to my yard, and I'm
cool.
like, all right, cool, come.
All three of us
Because
can chill there.
all three of us can chill here because this is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. You're coming to check me. The man's talking about, oh no, I'm just with my girl. Like, brother, you're with your gal every day. So what are you trying to say here? Like, you are sick.
I don't know. Would you be with someone if their friends didn't like you? Because like Ramsey was saying, like I want all of us. Like I want if my girls come round. Not that my man is in women's business, but he's cool. Do you get what I mean? Like, he'd be like, we're cool. We can have conversation. Like, they feel comfortable. Obviously, there's certain things I might want to talk about outside of him, whatever. That's cool. That's why I'm for having separate friends. Because say my friend is going through something and she wants one-on-one time with me, I want to be able to be there for her. Same with his friends or whatever. But I want us to be cool. Like, birthdays, whatever it is. Like, I want to be able to be like, I'm planning something for his birthday, or even like, one of the things I want to be able to do is like call my man's friends and be like, can you guys take him away like on a boys trip for his birthday? Do you mean like stuff like that? So I feel like it's so difficult if your partner's friends don't like you. Like I know that they don't want me around. That's horrible. That is so. Like when I'm coming, they're like, oh, you bringing is your girl coming again? Yeah. Or imagine like they call, like they want to come round. Yeah, where's your girl home? And they don't know it's on speaker. Alexa's telling me the tea. Yeah, where's your girl there? Like, don't worry then. I'll see you another time. That's so sad.
Do you feel like sometimes we don't like, not we, but like people don't like the partners because of how the friend is behaving and not necessarily because of the partner?
Yeah, because sometimes people can think your partner is the one changing you. But this time he's minding his business, you know?
Yeah.
He's wanting you
it's
to
not
have
stuff
friends.
like that. It's that I don't like this version of you.
Exactly, yeah.
So when it's not even that you're in a relationship, it's just when she's not there, our interactions are things. When she's here,
because you're not. Do you know what that is though? Yeah, that's because your partner. Okay, so this is another thing. Yeah, so I've got a friend who's married. Yeah, and his wife knows who she married. Like she knows her husband. Yeah, like to a T. He's a special kind of guy. I love him with every bone in my body, but I couldn't do it. But he's special. Yeah, and they've been married 8 years. And the other day, one of my other friends asked, like, what's the secret? And he was like, listen, don't get with someone who doesn't allow you to be who you are. He was like, she knows me. He said, see how I am with the mandem? I'm exactly, when she's there, the same way I am with the mandem is the same way I am with, like, I don't change.
Yeah.
She knows who I am. So if someone even comes to tell her something, she'll be like, sounds like him. Because that's my,
Sounds
do you know
about
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
It sounds about right. So like, I get what you're saying. It's like, your friends shouldn't be different when his partner's not there.
This is
Because then
it.
that's going to make you think, I don't, like, why are you acting? Because this isn't who you are. And I completely
This is it.
get that. I get that. You're
That's a
right.
word.
100%.
That's actually a word.
You should be how you are with your friends and your partner. Like, you shouldn't change.
Why not you? Why wouldn't you be with that guy?
Why wouldn't you be that person?
Why wouldn't you be with that person?
Me?
Yeah.
Who? My
You said that
my friend.
He's your dog.
He is. He's special.
Alright, what do you
I
mean
got.
by
I don't know.
special?
I don't think I got the heart for
Give
it.
me
though.
some context, please.
No.
But not like something you just
Wait,
can't do.
wait. Nobody knows the person in this room.
No, of course. But
Alright, so
so
give
for
me some
example, yeah, like he's no, because
I don't didn't pressure you. What's going on here?
No, because what she's saying,
We just want some
it was a
context.
nice salient point. But if I know what you're hiding, then other people be like, nah, sorry. I'm not even going to be rocking with that guy.
no, I think, do you know what it is? He speaks his mind, innit? Do you understand what I mean? Like, so he could be like, oh, that girl's. To be fair, it's up
All
to
right,
different
so he's
people, innit?
complimenting other women in front of his girl.
Yeah, but she don't care.
Evidently.
Yeah.
But you're saying you wouldn't. You can't rock with that.
I don't think so.
All right.
But is it? Yeah. Okay.
So how, would you like that, Esther?
Like what?
Your man complimenting other women in front of you.
No, but I don't have the heart for that. I can't. I wouldn't deal with that.
That's why I said.
But that's what everyone knows.
Everyone
But
What
what do you
knows
call
this
what?
is-
Complimenting or like acknowledging?
I'll be
Like,
honest, you ain't gonna do none of that around me. You need to keep your shit in your head, bro.
Thank
Excuse
you.
me. They don't acknowledge anything. What are you acknowledging?
Someone's nice.
Why?
Because you girls do it. You girls will do it. See a stunning
don't,
girl
you
and be
know.
like, rah, she's stunning. Or look at her body. Your bum's getting touched all thing and all that. What do you mean? You don't appreciate nice women. So why couldn't a man, why couldn't do it together? If you don't saw a girl, if you saw exactly what he saw, and he was like, rah, it's an attractive girl. What's the problem? I was like, why are you getting your back up for?
I'm not bringing up. If I see a man, yeah. If I see a Morris Chestnut looking man, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not acknowledging anything. We know what we know. The facts are the facts. I don't need to be
But-
acknowledging anything.
But this is what they're talking about, why they're calling their relationship, innit? So if me and you,
Yeah.
was in a relationship and we walked up to a counter on a desk, and a Morris Chestnut walked out, and in your head, I know you're saying, that's a handsome man, but you don't say it, but we can see,
Exactly.
that is a handsome man, but you don't say it and we go about our business. I'm saying that wouldn't make no difference to me if we went up there, and you served him,
I said, damn.
and we walked away and you
And
went,
he turned around and
and
he said-
you turned around and you said, that was a handsome man.
That's fair.
Because I'll be like,
But you know what is that? But you know what that comes
Fair
to?
play.
Though? But you know what that comes down to though? Every single person knows what it is that they can handle in their relationship. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's
But
why
there's
I
probably
said.
certain things that I can handle that you'd be like, no, my girl can't run that. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone just knows what it is that they can deal with. That's not in my household.
But that's why I started
You
off
gotta
by
do that.
saying she knows the man that she married. You understand what I mean?
This is it.
So it's fine. Like their situation works. And to be fair, I love that for them.
Equally yoked.
Like, let me give you another example. Yeah. So for example, like he called me and was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to so and so's birthday." He was like, "All right, give me an hour, come and grab me." Yeah. And I was like, "All right, cool." So obviously he's even out. He's like, "I'm just on the way home. I'm gonna tell so and so that we're going out." Yeah. So obviously when I get there, yeah, she's running joke like, "Oh, look at you coming to take my husband out." I was like busting joke. We ate before. Like
Yeah.
I went there. They were eating. I ate with them, whatever. And we're like, "All right, cool, we're going." Like, and he was like, "Listen." He's like, "Do you know how many of my male bedrooms could never their female bedrooms coming to pick them to take them out to a party?" Nah.
And that's the thing, because everyone knows what it
But you
is that
see
they
what
can
I mean?
handle.
And I get it. And he was just like, "Listen." And obviously me and her have a really cool relationship in it, so that also helps. Like we're literally like family in it, so it's not a thing. But he was like, even my relationship with him, forget even that. Like, just there's other guys who might have a close female friend who will not have that privilege, so to speak, to be able to come. He's already been out, come home, jump in the shower, and be like, "Oh, I'm going out with Gina," and their wife is going to be like, "All right, cool." He was like, "Okay," do you know what I mean? But again, she knows the man that she married. They're happy in whatever they've got going on, and it works.
is
So
it.
he doesn't have to pretend to be somebody that he's not. He doesn't have to and and be like, "I want to come, but I know she's going to chat shit." He's like,
is it.
"Nah." Holla at me in an hour. I'm there. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what's important. Like, I don't want, like, yeah, that's what's important. You just have to know your partner and be able to be yourself. Like I don't want to have to change bits of myself or hide certain parts of myself. Like I'm this, and it's like when I'm with the girls, it's like an escape. I get to be me. Then when I get back home, I put on another coat and be like, okay, here I am now.
But that's how a lot of people live in relationships, though.
Yeah,
Scary,
100%.
man.
Have their evening time with their girls or with their guys, and it is an escape, isn't it?
Yeah, man, I ain't trying to escape. Any relationship I'm trying to escape is no relationship I'm trying to be in. That's wild. That's my home. That should be my safest. This would be where, like, I should have to go out and pretend to other people, not be in my home with my partner, pretending here. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. Some of you are down bad.
I think.
In the name of love.
Well, before you said the last sentence, I was going to say that's a good way to end it, but
No, they are down bad. It's a good thing. Let's get them to think. And it might free up some men for me to pick up. Maybe they fluffed the man for me. Maybe they fluffed him up.
Well, I think that was a nice, light-hearted.
That was nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Was it light-hearted?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it's calm.
There we go.
More like this, please. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so the next headline, sad news, man. And it happened a while ago, but basically the situation's in court now. And trigger warning here of fatalities, basically, on London transport. So a tram driver sobbed as he told a court that the crash, which caused the death of 7 passengers, has left him a broken man. Alfred Doris, who's 49 from South London, took a bend near Sandilands at 40 miles per hour
Damn.
when the speed limit was 12.
What?
12?
Yeah. Yeah. This is on the Croydon tram link, by the way. Yeah, tram. And this happened 2016 November. Yeah, 40. So windows smashed and doors were ripped off as the tram fell on its side.
I remember that. That was horrible.
Yeah. And those who died were thrown out and trapped between the overturned vehicle and the track. Doris is on trial at the Old Bailey for failing to take reasonable care of the health and safety of himself and his passengers on tram 2551. Experts have told the court he may have had a micro-sleep before the derailment. Jurors have heard 69 passengers were on board and only 1 escaped injury, whilst 19 suffered serious injuries. Doris denies failing in his duty to take reasonable care of passengers. He broke down in tears when his barrister, Miles Bennett, said he was going to ask him about being arrested a few hours after the incident. Doris said, "I was told I was being arrested for manslaughter because of multiple fatalities. I was broken. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I broke down in the police station. I was feeling sick, and as the adrenaline started to wear off, I started to feel pain on my right side." He said that after being released, he stayed in the hotel for 4 weeks with his wife and 12-year-old daughter because of the press outside of his house every day, pretty much.
Yeah, because you're a killer. Play victim.
No, but what they're saying is he might have had a little micro sleep in it.
A what?
Like he kind of dozed off.
Oh, so he's sick.
No, he's probably tired, man. Too many shifts or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he's still responsible for that. I
Yeah.
can't feel sorry for that. If he's got that illness that makes people fall asleep,
Yeah, I don't think he's got
then
that,
that's
no.
fair.
Yeah.
If he was doing too much shifts, I don't feel empathy for that. People died.
Yeah.
I remember that. People, that was wild actually. I remember that. Nah, there's no empathy. I don't know what he thinks he's doing here.
I think that probably happened because to go around a bend at 12...
40 though, that's the thing.
40, it's crazy.
So he slept and his foot was just heavy.
Yeah.
So your first, anyway, whatever.
That's sad.
That's
though, man.
wild, man.
Next headline, again, sorry about this, sad news. Trigger warning here. Yeah, pretty much death. Teenage boy who was riding an electric bike has died after he was followed by police and then collided with a parked ambulance in Salford. Greater Manchester Police, GMP, said traffic officers had followed the 15-year-old until their police vehicle's path was blocked by bollards. The boy then rolled on and collided with a stationary ambulance with crew inside. The Independent Office for Police Conduct, the IOPC, is investigating the situation. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the boy was followed by police officers along Fitzwarren Street and onto the lower Seedley Road, where the bollards blocked the police's vehicle's way. He then collided with the ambulance parked on Langworthy Road. And the ambulance crew inside of the ambulance, right, who was just sitting there, they tried to treat him immediately, obviously, before taking him to the hospital, but he later died. And the last headline, but if you don't mind putting the link up, look at it first, though, yeah, before you do it. And this is a trigger warning here. And you remember before we were speaking about how one young boy, I can't remember how old he was, but people suspect that he died because of a TikTok challenge. Remember before?
Oh.
And he kind of had a brain damage.
Oh, yes,
And they were trying to save him. Well, there's another.
On Life Machine.
Yes, that guy.
Yeah.
So there's another TikTok challenge out there apparently, and basically pupils have been trying out the deadly tap out chokehold challenge, right? Yeah. Apparently, it's been popularized by Logan Paul in a worrying trend back in the spotlight since the death of a student at Lewis Capaldi's former school, which was basically it's been revealed. Hamdan Khalik died after he was rushed to hospital after an incident at St. Kengoran's Academy in Blackburn, right, on Tuesday. Members of his family claimed
Really so cute, his little blazer.
Members of his family claimed that he had died when a bully choked him as part of the online challenge. Imagine.
Oh, so he was choked by somebody else.
Yes. Yeah. Police are investigating, but they are said to have dismissed the theory as social media speculation. The school said it's an isolated incident. The Mail Online, though, they found a significant number of tap-out videos available on TikTok. Logan Paul, the influential social media star and fighter behind the Prime Energy drink, that he released with KSI, I believe, shared a video of himself basically being choked just yesterday to his 17.5 million followers. Some of the comments under them are from users declaring that they want to actually attempt what he's showing in the video. Right? Annabelle Turner, who's the director of the CyberSafe Scotland group, has warned parents to keep a careful eye on what their children are looking at online and revealed that children in several schools have been trying the same thing. Ms. Turner said that the police have clarified that the challenge was not the cause of his death. However, we are aware that children are very aware of the challenge at the moment and have received reports of them acting it out. It's incredibly dangerous, and children need to have the dangers of it explained to them plainly in a way that they can understand. Please explain it to your child clearly so that they do not copy it, but can also alert someone urgently if they see anyone else doing it. And that's it for the headlines.
Let's get into Word on Road. So there is a show on BET and it's called College Hill. It's College Hill something. And it's got Ray J on there, it's got Amber Rose, it's got New York, as in Tiffany.
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that. It's got all the
little celebs.
There, them all in one place, isn't it?
All in one place. And they're learning and doing some things. Basically, a clip's gone viral, I guess, from the latest episode, where Joseline Hernandez is arguing with Amber Rose about what Amber Rose is, as in racially. So she starts off telling Amber Rose is black, right? Amber Rose is like, listen, don't tell me what it is that I am, kind of thing. Not saying I'm not black or whatever, but let me, from what I believe, she interrupted her while she was still speaking about her race and struggles and whatever. She interrupts her to just start going, you know how Joseline goes, just starts going off all belligerent and whatever. Telling her she's black, she's this. And then she's like, no, but...
you just want to be a white girl.
You're white. Yeah, and then she just goes...
The problem
the problem is...
You just want to be a white girl.
And Amber's like, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, you want to be a white girl? She just goes off on... basically going off on her,
Joseline
whatever.
gets on my damn
then Amber's
nerves.
like, you know what? Whatever, innit? So she just gets up to kind of leave the class. And I feel like she was actually going to leave the class. Then
But
Joseline
Joseline was still talking,
here
so
you
here you
go,
go.
cry baby.
Yeah, walking
So
out.
Amber punched her.
What is it?
Yeah, but they didn't show the fight because they said out of respect for all parties.
I was going
But
to
it
say,
turns
I
out
should have kept watching that clip.
they're saying that
No, it gets cut. You only see like a clip of them like...
of her, a tussle
Yeah.
and like a screenshot of where they were like and things. It's horrible. But anyways, so then Amber Rose actually, so obviously that clip has gone viral, whatever. There's another clip that people are showing where Amber Rose talks about not being black or whatever it is. But the woman's mixed race. And it's just it's a continuous conversation time and time again. I just feel like these are the kind of things that black people focus on where there's more important things to focus on. Like you really, what is it to you that someone who's mixed race says they're black or that they're white or they're whatever? There's bigger issues to deal with. So anyway, Amber Rose then responded, I guess, to the clip going viral. And she said, so a biracial person says, I'm black. People will then say, you don't know the black experience, shut up. Then a biracial person will say, I'm white. People will say, well, you're black, so shut up. Then a biracial person will say, I'm mixed, and people will say, pick a side. And essentially, she's basically just speaking to the realities of what that is. Because Joseline was like, oh, you're black. Then she goes, no, you just want to be a white girl. Like, what do you want her to be? Do you know what I
I
mean?
saw a
Like,
bit
pick
where
side.
she was saying you're biracial like me. or
Yeah, she's
something
like, you're
that.
Yeah,
biracial
she's-
like me,
yeah,
but you
yeah.
want to be white so bad.
We want to be white so
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, she was like,
Okay.
the problem with you is that you're biracial like me. She's like, you're mixed like me, but you want to be a white girl so bad.
Okay.
Yeah. She's like, oh, like, what's it? Like, she's Spanish, Puerto Rico.
But she also
Yeah,
said,
man.
but my dad's white.
Yeah, she's like, my dad's white. Because the thing is, because what
Who's
people
that
don't...
white?
Amber.
Amber. Because the thing is that if a mixed race person says, if you say to them, you're black, yeah, you're essentially dismissing the
white
other
side.
side. And if you say to them, you're white, you're dismissing their black side. So when they then say, I'm mixed, I'm both. Do you know what I
they
mean?
are,
And they
genuinely.
are. They really are. So I don't understand the fight for them to pick a side so bad. And then when they pick a side, if they say they're black, well, you're like, well, you don't look black anyway. You use it to insult them. If they say they're white, then you say, well, look at you denying your black side. It's just ridiculous. I think everyone just face your front and let's focus on other things. But so I told you guys about DC Young Fly and obviously how his wife sadly passed away. He's finally broken his silence on that. And he put up a lovely tribute on Instagram, which is so sweet. I'm gonna read it. It says, I wasn't in no rush to post this because I wanted it to be a dream so bad, but every hour I'm reminded of reality. So I want to make sure I applaud you in the proper manner. You are the greatest mother I know. Your soul was beautiful. You always wanted the best for others, and I admired how our family love each other. Never had to worry about our kids loving each other because you were on top of that. You know we're God-fearing and we're grounded by the spirits. We never question the higher power. We roll with the punches and continue to live righteous. I will always tell our kids how much of an amazing person you were, especially a great mother. You know how our last conversation went. I prayed for you and now we are here. But it's okay. We will continue to pray and hold on to our faith because that's all we know. Love you forever, and our kids are super strong. They're helping me with my tranquility, no cap. You're with me forever. The queen of my children will always have a spot in my heart and the paradise. And he said, you're going to get me for that, but it's true. Love you forever. Just know we're going harder than ever and God is in control and he's got us covered. So sending love to him. A lot of people did say that when she passed away and like when they were sending love to him, that he's a God-fearing person. He always like prays and stuff like that. So they were just praying to God to be with him during all of this.
Pick up DC Young Fly.
Big up DC Young
You know, I
Fly.
saw him at in Chicago, innit?
What, with the brothers then?
That's right. He came to show love, man, with the nation.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy. Part of the nation.
I don't think he's part of the nation, but he came there because, you know, the nation embraces the people.
Was he dressed up?
Just dressed like kind of normal. Yeah.
When you say normal, is that non-Nation of Islam normal? Or do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mean-
He wasn't wearing like a suit and a bow
Okay,
tie
that's what
or
I
anything.
that's what I
Yeah,
meant. That's what I thought you meant was normal.
Nah.
It is normal for y'all, but I just meant I get you. Okay. Now big up him, man. And I still think that B Simone and her girls should jump Izzy Azalea. Not Iggy Azalea. How's she in it? Azealia Banks. When they get the chance. Because she's basically saying how when she went Wild and Out, he made her cry. Even though they came on the show to get racist or whatever. And she basically said she's implying that his wife's death is karma for what DC did to her.
How did you make it about you?
She said the woman died at the age of 32 on her 32nd birthday. And so this is the higher powers getting him back. Do you know? You couldn't say that about my friend, yeah? You couldn't. There's no way. Anyway, there's that. Kelis had the internet in an uproar last night. So, allegedly, why did I think that was like a cucumber or something? I was like, excuse me, what's going on here? Apparently, yeah, her milkshake has got Bill Murray in her yard.
Crazy.
Do you know? Because I've heard Bill Murray. I know of the name, but I didn't know what he looked like. I should have sent the link actually. He's we can't even see it.
Ghostbusters.
He's a grown ass man.
He looks even older. Well, I haven't seen him for years.
He's
now.
73.
Wow. Doesn't look good though.
No, he looks 73.
Her
He looks
milkshake.
Caucasian 73.
Yeah.
Her milkshake must be stout.
No, it's not. She's beautiful. She's 43. She's good.
She's finished.
Yeah, there they are. Well, allegedly, yeah, they're together. They're dating. So he's been at a few of our shows. He was at a show in London last weekend as well. Yeah, he's been at a few of our shows, obviously supporting his bae, if that is their bae. And you know there's always a source that's ready to talk to the papers. And the person said They've met up in the States before, which got people in the industry talking, and now are meeting up in London. While they're both here, they've clearly hit it off. They were both seen at the same hotel, and he's been to watch her perform several times. They've also both shared relatively recent bereavement. So her husband died last year, March, and he lost his wife in 2021. They both shared relatively recent bereavements, and that common bond between them, whatever it is that has brought them together, and however unlikely it seems, they are both single and having fun despite the fairly big age gap. But yeah, man, if that's what she's doing, big up her, man.
Yeah.
Slip for her. But grieving does bring people together. That's how Carisha and Diddy got together as well. Because they're both grieving.
Is that her second husband that died?
I'm not sure, you know.
Because I thought
Was
that...
Nas her husband?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be second husband then.
So, no, what I mean is, as in 2 husbands have died.
Let's see.
Because I heard that, her husband died, but I thought it was
Nah.
years ago.
She's only got 2 husbands.
Okay, cool.
Nas and that guy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I hope they go. Yeah, pick up them, man. If that's what they're doing. But literally, the memes and the tweets and stuff was absolutely hilarious. People are so rude, flipping rude. But yeah, big up them. And then what else have I got for you? Yeah, Love Island. That's what I was talking about. Love Island ratings have taken a dive. It is not what we think. The Fiat 500 people, they're really boycotting the show. So apparently, yeah, last night, yeah, it had 830,000 viewers, but that is down 500,000 from what from the winter series,
Okay.
and down from last summer is down 1.5 million.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
half. It's like going outside. That's it's going out. Sad. It's down bad. So apparently, the opening night, there was 1.3 million viewers. But then last summer was 2.2 million. Yeah, and the winter one had 1.4 million viewers. But I think they're going to keep going down because the people them are upset. All right.
Yeah,
There's a Facebook. I think what's it called? Love Island posted a clip on Facebook, and people in the comments. This Sarah is a white woman.
They're all white.
Yeah, they're all white, to be fair.
I literally checked. I said, yeah, wow.
Yeah. She goes, yeah, far too much bruv and bro lingo going on. So annoying. I'm usually an avid Love Island fan, but this language is making me switch over. In brackets, bro. What a nerd. Joanne says, I've had to turn it off. Can't bear how the boys are all speaking. What even is that? Debbie Power says, sweet Jesus, I had to turn it off. I feel like I'm watching a scene from Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, my God.
It's crazy. Someone said, seriously, Love Island, sort this shit out. In it, bruv. It's like gangster paradise. I'll be turning over very soon if it doesn't change. Yeah, so that's that. So Fiat 500 they're not really rocking with the diversity that's going on over there. They're not with it. But
So what do you think they should do then?
I think that Love Island they're gonna
reduce
Nah, man, double down, man. Put 3 more black people in there.
diversity.
No, but do you know what I think though? I think them even throwing all these black people in there now is for us to get sick. I said this earlier this week.
Yeah.
It's for us to get sick.
I don't think so. It's not going to work because even this time round, I think they've got like better representation of black people in there.
I think so.
Yeah, like a lot of them, like sometimes a lot of the girls that go in like
Or not like
they're black, but
Yeah.
do you get what I mean?
Oh, they're not like black.
Yeah, like they're just black
Yeah,
skin, but
yeah,
like, they're not like
yeah, I get you. I
you
get
know
black
what I'm trying to say?
adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this time round, just culturally, like I'm trying to say, even the way the white boy moves, yeah, that Zachariah, yeah, just hearing him talk, just saying like, rah, his adjacency feels authentic. You get what I'm trying to say? They even put a little Chinese gal in there, and you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying like the blend, the blend is blending.
Mix
It's
and
like,
blend.
United Nations.
yeah, they done it proper, and I don't think that's gonna push people away. Like people like us that. Like obviously people are complaining, but people like us now, you're saying, right, yeah, you actually got something to go home and watch now.
Do you know what? My thing is. My thing is, I think what will make them be like, "Hey, we're not doing this again," is if bad traits come out.
Oh, they might not do it again, but I'm saying, do you think they're gonna change it mid-show? That's what I'm saying. They're probably not gonna do it again. But
I think
That's
they
what I'm talking about.
might change.
oh
the
no,
amount-
I'm saying that they're gonna whitewash
Oh,
it
no,
out during the season, like fix it.
No, I feel like they were gonna give us this season, but this is it. This is our season, and we speak no more about it. That's what I mean.
No, but do you know why? Because we do complain every single year about there's lack of diversity and there's no representation of black, like every year.
But it's just weird because the black, that not to be any kind of way yet, but they've really brought people that are like urban.
But you know what I don't understand? How many black people are in there besides Whitney?
Whitney, Catherine, Tyreek, Andre, Zachariah. Sorry,
Zachariah's not black.
His name is Zachariah. I never met a white Zachariah. I didn't even know that was in their glossary of names to name the babies. Zachariah. Zachariah. There's 5 blacks up in there.
I'm dead.
No, Ella.
And if he's doing all the in it, bruv,
Ella as
talk,
well.
the white people ain't claiming Zachariah.
No, he's doing it. And do you know what's
He's doing it the most, though.
You know what it is? You know sometimes, you know like in the office or like in white spaces.
Oh, when they compensate. When they see black people, are you right? Wag.
So basically, he's got all the blacks have not got the whites trying to fall in line kind of thing. So the boys at Mitchell is out here talking about, yeah, bruv, fam. I think it's sharp because you didn't know that until you got in this villa. Do you get what I mean? I get it. I do think it's gonna be.
Do you hear the graps of the whites?
No.
No, because when you just said I get it, I thought you was going there.
No. I would never. I would never stand on that side. Yes, I think they're going to make us sick of it this season. Because ideally, though, black people are better TV because we're more fun. Do you get what I mean? What we're going to do, Jake and Libby again? What did they want us to have, Curtis and Amy? What does that give us?
But that's for us.
Because the viewer's gone down.
That's for us. But for the rest of the country.
That's the thing. So it's a business at the end of the day. And that's why I do think that this is it. They might switch it up. I think Casa and Moore, we're going to see more whites than we've ever seen. We might not get one black girl up in there because they've filled their quota.
Well, Casa Moore's usually when they try and inject something, so...
Yeah, but that's because usually the main house has been white.
Yeah.
So they try and bring some blacks in Casa Moore. Now it's black. Hella whites. Hella Karens coming up in Casa Moore. But Casa Moore's going to... I hope these people make it to Casa Moore. It's going to be hilarious. Can you imagine Zach and Tyreek? Because Tyreek, he was also friends with Toby. Remember Toby?
Who's Toby?
What's the girl? No, her name is not Lauren. The white Chloe Borrow's man, ex-man. They were friends.
Oh, yeah.
So it's weird because some of them have links to people, and it's like, okay, interesting.
I think that does happen though. Wasn't the last season the Martin guy friends with
Dammy?
He's like saw them all in Malta. There was like do you know? Sounds dumb. There's like an Irish crew, like black.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a group of black.
I would date
from
black,
Ireland
a Nigerian Irish guy though.
And one of them,
Beautiful man.
Brett, do you remember when we did the last meet us and there's a group of people that came from Ireland? Yeah, it was him.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, he came up to me. He was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so
came to a
lovely.
live show. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're Irish.
That's like, I would date Irish. I think the accents. Do you think the accent's sexy?
Do you know what it is? Sometimes it's weird, yeah.
Irish Nigerian, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, because sometimes it comes across, it
sounds fresh.
Sometimes it sounds fresh, but sometimes it doesn't, so it really confuses me.
Yeah, it does confuse me a bit.
I'm just like, which one are you?
Both.
But the thing is, I don't...
Sorry.
As I've got older,
Yeah.
the freshie doesn't ick me as much as it used to when I was young. When I was younger, you could not speak to me if you was a freshie. Then I went to the continent and fell in love. And then I thought, you know what? I could actually do this.
Yes, you haven't been to the continent and fallen in love
if
yet.
you were
so
Spice. I thought, you know what? This isn't that
I could
bad.
do this.
I could.
I can't.
But everything else has to like match up.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Because you know, sometimes with the freshness comes the mindset. So now I'm just in bondage, a trapped wife. But yeah, man. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes on, though. I just hope that, for the sake of what it is, there is no. I'm not saying they're hood at all, but I just don't want anything that will make the white people be like, oh, see, they're aggressive, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. I just don't want that to be, because obviously white people can be aggressive. What's that guy's name? Jake. Was it Jake? Jack.
Well, that's always going to happen. There's an argument every love island.
Yeah, but you know when it's black people, we can do the same thing as white people. But
yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. That's going to happen. There's going to be an argument in that house at some point, and that's what you're saying is going to happen. It's going to happen. Of course, it's going to happen.
It's a damn shame.
Unless they do the kumbaya thing, but there's always arguments.
But they made them do that anyway. Do you know when Amber called Michael's girl a dead thing? That was so funny, man. She said dead thing anyway. They made her apologize. That's why they made up. They actually made, the producer was like, no, we're not, you can't do this. We can't have this. So whenever they make up, you know they're not really making up, because sometimes you can see in their heart, like,
yeah,
you wait for the producers, just knock you out. But it'd be interesting to see what happens, man. I do think it's that I already like the season, and I don't really feel like that about Love Island. I haven't felt like that for a few seasons now, so it'd be interesting. And then Black British Excellence. I missed this yesterday. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Mo the comedian is going to have his documentary. Can we get some horns, please? How lit that is. So he posted a clip on his Instagram. You can go and watch it. And the caption says, to share your weakness is to make yourself vulnerable. To make yourself vulnerable is to show your strength. Oh, I'm going to use that. That's a good quote. Then it says, motivation, a Mo Gilligan documentary coming soon. Big up Mo the comedian, man. I'm so I love his success. I love, whenever he talks about his story and everything, I just absolutely love it. It makes me so happy. So big up him. I will definitely be watching that when it comes out. Yeah, man. Black Excellence. We'd love to see it. Let's get into the People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. First thing I want to talk about, is Tesco might be in trouble, man. People have been snitching on them.
Yeah, because I've been stealing from people. Talking about £50, but then with club cards, it's £3.
No, they're taking the piss though.
It's ridiculous. The price.
Why?
The price difference is wild.
The price difference is
Why
nuts.
not just
No,
get
but
a club
hide it a
card?
little bit. Hide it a little bit. Do
Why
you know
not
what it is
just
to
get a
say,
club
yeah,
card,
something is £20, 20 great British pounds. But if you have a club card, you can get it for £5. But you know that with that £5, they're still making a profit.
Yeah, 100%.
Hide it a little bit.
But is it that bad, though, if we could just all get club cards?
GV's clock that Saints was doing it. But he doesn't have a link to it. To my Nectar card. Stop it. I get my Nectar points, but that's not the point.
Well, basically, one of these regulators are basically saying, all right, so you know when they put the price, let's just say it's toilet roll,
Yeah.
then they say it's 40p per sheet, right?
Yeah.
But when they do the club card price, they don't actually tell you how many sheets it is. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the regular price, let's just say it's £5, then it's 50p per sheet, right? Then they've reduced it in the club card part to £4, but they don't actually tell you what the equivalent is per sheet. People are basically getting onto them, basically saying they're using deception to to deceive the people.
Bro, do you want toilet paper or not?
No, but it makes sense because a lot of the time, you may compare a particular product to its equivalent, right? And you're comparing the new club card price to the price of the other thing, for example.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's I don't know. Two different brands, isn't it? But because the club card price is now reduced, you're not too sure if the new price is better than the price of the other brand, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because
So
Nectar, if you go Nectar, right, they tell you the new price per sheet under the Nectar price.
Oh, but Tesco don't do that.
Tesco don't do that,
So they're trying to trick people.
potentially.
You can't trick me.
You can't trick me.
Exactly. So this is basically what people are getting onto them about. Well, which?
People don't complain about stuff in this country, man.
Yeah, they're basically saying it's a lack of clear pricing, man, and that they're kind of taking advantage of people during this cost of living crisis. Right. You know what I mean? So I heard them, though, because I thought it a few times as well, looking at their stuff. But anyway, that's the first thing. Second thing, this isn't really good news, but HSBC has temporarily, they said, withdrawn mortgage deals for new borrowers, right? According to a surge in demand, right? Basically ahead of expected rate rises, right? Rates rises, pardon me. So basically, they said yesterday that they're going to be removing all of its new business residential products, all the buy-to-let products as well. And these new deals are going to come out on Monday. But
Hello?
Huh?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
we can.
I didn't even know.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, basically I wanted to talk about the club card thing. Like when I was in college, I had a teacher who done economics, and he said the club cards are evil, which I didn't really get. And then when I got older, all club cards is for them to get your data and promote more stuff to you.
Yeah,
That's
true.
what it's for. Like they give you cheaper deals, but all it is to get your data, pretty much.
But why is that evil? If for example, loads of these companies already, internet, social media, everything has your data already.
As also, they also sell your data. A lot of companies sell your data
selling
as
it.
well.
Okay, yeah. Good point.
And it's giving people a false narrative of that they're getting a cheaper price. So with these times, prices are just keep going up. They just keep going up all the time.
But if you're looking to get a particular product, right, and wherever you shop, they're giving you deals if you get their club card, is it worth it for you? Would you do it?
It's not really deals though, because if you think about it, for example, like Pringles, like back in the day, or like even a few years ago, it was like £1.50. Now they're doing deals for like £2.
Yeah.
Like it's a rip-off, man.
But isn't that more so inflation and not because of the supermarkets though? That's more
true.
So.
It is inflation, true. But like even like some stuff here, like for example, like meal deals.
Yeah.
Like they're saying in some places they're saying, £3 here. But if you got a club, it's £3.50. But if you got a club card, it's £3.
£3, yeah.
Which, it's taking a piss, man.
Yeah,
it is inflation, but like most of it is keeping our data and manipulating prices.
But okay, last thing, yeah. In terms of them keeping your data and selling it, yeah, do you feel the impact of that already?
Yeah, because we always get these dumb calls, these dumb cold calls or like emails.
Mate, you guys start getting FaceTimes.
Never applied for.
You're lying.
Yeah, that's true. Good point, man. Good point. Thank you for mentioning that.
Thank you.
No problem. Take care, guys.
Thank you too.
Yes, I get FaceTimes from like email addresses and numbers I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
FaceTimes. Do you know what it is to FaceTime a person?
Ridiculous.
So rude.
Ridiculous.
I picked up the other day.
What, the FaceTime?
Yeah.
And who was on it?
Nobody. I was like, hello. I was driving to church. I said, I've got time this morning. This lovely, blessed Sunday. I said hello. And it was nothing. And I was like, this is wild. Like, for you. But then I have this thing of like, what if when I pick up, you know how in like, okay, so you know how in shows, drama shows, and they call somebody, but they're trying to track and trace them. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, what if they're trying to like, go from my phone and take things like information on my phone? So I cut it off quickly. Wait, but like, the email address was like HWXW. It was like weird letters. And I said, nah. These are ridiculous.
Yes. Well, like I was saying, HSBC, they've like withdrawn all their new products for residential and buy-to-let customers. And this is because they're saying they've got new deals coming out on Monday. Obviously, this is probably because rates are likely to rise, isn't it? And they don't want to be giving, the old rates to customers before the rates rise and they get an opportunity to increase theirs as well. So, yeah. Next thing is also, we were talking about windfall taxes last year and how everyone was Labour was pressuring the government to basically do a windfall tax. And it's looking like the government will be ending the windfall tax, right, on bumper oil and gas profits in 2028 if prices drop. Why? Because the fossil fuel companies are basically warning that they're going to cut back on investment. And it's what I was saying to the people last year, man. When you start taxing the people who are actually bringing money into the economy and stuff, they will find ways to not pay it. They want to keep their profits. So you've got to find a better way to deal with inflation and things of that nature. The windfall tax was 75% of North Sea oil and gas production profits, right? Like I said, it's going to continue for the next 5 years. But the government has announced that if the prices fall to like historically low levels for 6 months, then the tax rate for the oil and gas companies will return to 40%. At the moment, it's 75%. So, yeah. Oh, and the very last thing is, again, just a repeat of what I mentioned throughout the week. Black businesses, there's a scheme going on led by Channel 4 and Lloyds Bank. And basically, they're offering £100,000 of free advertising, TV advertising, to 5 black businesses. Applications are open till Monday, the 26th of June, 2023. So if you're interested or know people are interested, get them to type in Black in Business in Google or just type in Black Businesses, Channel 4, Lloyds Bank, and it'll come up. And that's it for the People's Journal.
Thank you. Let's get into Sis. What would you do?
Okay. So I've been on a few dates with this guy and I really like him. He's funny, smart and attractive, but there's one problem. He's not my type. I've always been attracted to men who are tall, dark-skinned and handsome. This guy is short, light-skinned and kind of goofy looking. But I can't deny that I have a lot of fun when I'm with him. I'm not sure if I should give this guy a chance. I'm worried that I'll be disappointed if he doesn't live up to my expectations. but I'm also worried that I'll miss out on something great if I don't give him a chance. Is this what would you do?
I'll give him a chance, bruv.
I would.
Economy is tight.
Bro,
Girl.
in the words of Yusuf, Gina, you have never dated your type. And I have not. I have never.
Who type don't help?
I have
better
never
date
dated
the
my
man.
type. I have a type. There's a type that on paper, in my head, I'm attracted to. If you look at the guys that I've dated,
Girl.
you will literally be like...
Mine are a spectrum.
You'll be like, excuse me? It makes no sense whatsoever, sis. If the man makes you laugh, if you have a good time with him, if he doesn't give
he's
you the
funny,
ick,
smart, and attractive, so that he's not ugly.
Like, he's just not your type in terms of what you think you like.
Exactly.
Go for it.
Do you know what's very funny, actually? I've had a couple of friends, a few friends, actually, who, when there was like guys that moved to them, and they were like, oh, like, he's not really my type. I don't know if I want to give it a chance. I've been telling their weddings. Those guys were not their types, that weren't sure they wanted to give a chance, so I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
But he's a lovely guy, though. I'm attending their weddings and going to the baby showers.
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
Give him a chance. Honestly, you don't want to block your blessing because of a prototype that in your head you think is what you're after. Because who's to say that you'll date that person and it will even go anywhere? Do you get what I mean?
I think
So,
it
don't
doesn't
block
hurt
your
to find
blessing.
out.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you're just giving the guy a chance. It's not to say you're going to marry the guy.
Oh.
Like, you actually generally don't have nothing to lose, to be honest with you.
Deadass.
So, from one sis to another, give him a chance,
From the next sis to you still, give him a chance.
basically. Guys, would you ever date a girl that's not your type on, like, paper?
Give him a chance.
Would you give her a chance? Let's say there's, like, in this situation.
Looks-wise.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, because she said that she likes tall, dark, and handsome, and he's light-skinned, short, and goofy looking. But
Yeah, if I could, if looks-wise are not my usual type, but like their personality and their, like, I don't know, what's it, just values and morals and everything is like perfect for me, then.
and you still find them attractive.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could do it.
Because she did say he's attractive, so he don't repulse you.
That's true, actually, yeah.
So the fact that you said-
just that it's not the type
It's
of.
just not the person that you
Like,
usually would go
what's
for.
the,
said
what's
he's
the type then? What does
attractive.
that even matter then? If she's attracted to him,
This is it.
what
That's
does it
what
mean
I'm
that's
saying.
not a type? How can that not be a type if she's attracted to him?
Yeah.
Clearly it is. It's
That's
a
what I'm
new
saying.
type.
It's in your head. You've got a prototype of what you think you like.
Okay.
That's why now when I tell people I don't have a type
Yeah.
because there's no point.
I know I don't have time, but I would lie to myself because
Because-
when you look at my CV, it's a range. It's a range of types.
The only thing is that they're all black.
They're all black.
That's it.
That's my type.
Height.
Brent, you missed
Complexion.
you missed the opportunity to throw Gareth on the screen.
Don't be silly.
Who's going? Southgate.
Brent's tired. He's
Do you know what's
sleeping
mad?
today.
Yeah. So
Brent's
basically, no. Basically, right? We
Southgate.
It's sunny. No, don't do this. It's,
I'm
the
just
sun
checking,
is coming out right from today. It's going to be 25 degrees today. All
Getting
Phoenix
out,
gonna be
man.
sunny.
I'm joking.
I'm hoping that we will be back on the same side next week. This Negro has been on my ass this week. Call me a hypocrite. Live on air. Call me a hypocrite. Amongst other things. So, I would like for today to just be the last of these things.
I always come and just do.
Because if I match your energy next week, Marks,
Then you'd be.
this is going to be a very different show.
Then you'd be progressing. This is killie training. This is killie training. Then I'll be very proud of you. I'll be extremely proud of you.
All right. Well, I guess I want the killie validation then. Okay. Next week we go.
We go again.
Round 2.
Fight.
Oh dear. But yeah, I would say give a chance.
Yeah.
So what did you guys say? You're not giving a chance.
No,
No,
I
you
said
would.
yeah, I'd give it a chance. Again, because it's just something different, but I don't understand why you're fighting it. You said
is it,
you
you
got a
know?
link with the person. You said you're actually, you know what the biggest thing is? Probably the most important part for me, yeah, not even to be like true or anything. You're attracted to them.
Yeah, 100%.
You get me? So
That's
I don't
the most
understand.
important thing.
Yes, I don't understand where the rub is.
Do you think sometimes people are attracted to certain things, but they feel as though there's certain things they want to be attracted to?
Yeah.
But could you?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You could put yourself in that scenario. Imagine you just fell head over heels for a white woman.
My milk of magnesia.
Yeah.
And then you go on
But you didn't want-
Dr.
you-
Uma's page and he's like, snow bunnied. You got the snap.
It's crazy.
So
How would you live with yourself? I'm making jokes every time you come here. I'll say that. I'm making jokes every time. Do you feel like people's types here? Where do you think your type comes from? Do you think it actually comes from what you find attractive or what
Society.
you've been influenced to find attractive?
I think so.
Exactly.
Do you know what also it is with me? People always tell you the person that they think you would suit.
Yeah.
Like everyone. Oh, all right, Siri. But like you see how, for example, like
you're capping.
you see how you said, but dad say dad. Who else made you feel like dad bods? Was it you?
Yeah.
So for example, the whole world expects me to be with a gym guy, right?
What's a dad bod?
Like a dad bod's like a little,
belly.
like just a little, not too much, but
pregnancy
just
stuff.
yeah, but like
Just let yourself go a bit.
you let
man.
yourself go a little bit when you've like age and whatever. But anyway, everyone expects me to be with like a gym guy.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, no. But that's probably not where I'm gonna end up because I've never dated like a proper gym person anywhere, and two, I'm attracted to any, like, do you know what I mean? I'm more of a person.
Gym guys is not good.
No, do you know what it is?
There is that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just attracted to whoever in it. I'm big on personality in it and vibe.
This is it.
100% over looks. That's just me though. Like if I catch a vibe with you,
One of them gym mans never caught you slipping, like a hench one. You spend too much time in the gym, you must have.
not one person.
You know they're working.
She said a
So
car.
I'm focused.
No, but a lot of gal that go gym, and obviously you're a PT, but I'm saying gal that go gym regular, like live in it, would have been caught slipping by a gym man.
No one's caught me slipping.
Slipping
you know?
how? I
Not
don't
one.
get that.
I'm just saying, like a big muscle man just dealt with you in it, like just,
No.
no.
The guys that meet me at the gym, I'm just like,
Guys,
You
you know
cardio
what?
babes. You gotta go for the cardio babes.
No, you know what? When I've gone gym, yeah, I don't know. I think it's me. I bro,
Am I the problem?
I bro everyone. So like, even if you come on that vibe, yeah, instantly I'm friends. Like, it's just you're just gonna think. Ugh.
Have you ever done that to uncle? Because you know that your uncles would be so
Did
angry with
I
you.
not tell you about the uncle who like when I first moved to my gym?
Yeah.
How this kills me because now when we see each other, it's beef.
They'll be angry.
First time I came to the gym, yeah. I think second day he came up to me on a treadmill and was just like, oh, let me take your number, whatever. And I was just like, no, but he wouldn't leave me alone. And this man, he's in his like 50s, like, because I've heard he's like, son's like around my age.
So his son is who you need to be talking to.
Bro, not him, yeah. But anyway, but he's like, you know them uncles that, food uncles. He comes with designer, drip, smelling and LV. You know them,
Yeah.
sit down somewhere.
Peace.
Yeah. And you're not attractive, like, oh. Anyway.
That's the thing.
He's come to try to chat to me and I've just been like, I've pardoned him, yeah. Then he was, you know when someone's so persistent, I was like, I'll think about it. Yeah. Then he left. I think I was on the phone. Next day he's come back to me. He's like, oh yeah, you said you were going to give me your details. And I said, no, I didn't.
I'll think about it.
And then he got in his feelings and got so rude to me. I thought you, with your non-attractive self from that day. And it's jokes because I'm cool with everybody else. So like, it's like if we're all around each other, he knows he can't chat to me or he'll have to turn his face somewhere. And then he says to my friend, no, she's too rude, she's disrespectful.
No, that's the thing. And that's the thing.
Because you're my uncle.
And that's the age dynamic.
You wanted
See?
me to give you respect because you're older than me, right?
Come on,
But you shouldn't
disrespectful.
be moving to me in the first place.
First of all,
Because you're like 20 years my senior.
let's address
Nasty
that.
ass.
They get so in their thing when you call them uncle. Like, uncle, no. I'm
But
not
he is
interested.
uncle though.
And look, I'm not your uncle.
You are.
You are. Probably my daddy's friend. I wouldn't know, but you probably are. It's crazy.
Do you know what? The guys that move to me are the people that I show you, Marks.
Yeah, right.
It is, you've seen it.
Yeah,
You
right.
have seen it. I send Marks these things on a regular.
No, did you not
And
show
you
me
think
you're not showing me the proper ones?
No, I am. I'm showing you what comes through. I'm literally showing you what comes through.
Why do you think that's the case, though?
Their confidence is peaking.
Do you know what their confidence is? Their confidence is great.
Their confidence is peaking.
Their confidence, I'm like, I wish I had some of that.
Yeah. They're very confident.
Very
Is it
confident.
confidence or one of those, like, I got nothing to lose, man?
I think so.
But that's
Yeah.
also rooted in confidence.
You know what's jokes? I showed my friend the other day.
You weren't so confident, you know
There's
what
a
you
guy in
have
my
to lose.
DMs who actually talks to himself. Let me show you. Like he actually talks to himself.
Like,
because
hey, babe, I hope you're having a nice
I've
day.
not no. As in
There's
I've
people
not,
that do that, innit?
I've not
Full-blown
responded
conversations,
once.
non-stop.
He
So weird.
literally
And
is
then
talking to himself.
Now
Let me find it.
Starts to get
No,
angry.
look.
Why?
because I need it to load. Just scroll to the top because he has a conversation
so
with himself
funny.
every day.
How many steps of Jericho?
That he just always messages.
But you don't need recruiters.
Do you know what it is? You just keep replying to someone's
just keep
story,
replying to
yeah?
my stories.
And I never like
I've not
send me
responded
back.
once.
But you just keep going.
He said Lagos men definitely gonna have a slice, no questions about it. What is it? What was you rating that? Did you think you was rating that?
Ask him, please.
He's tried everything at this point. So he's like, anything goes. I might as well say whatever it is I can say. It's so interesting, man. Men are very interesting.
Finan said, maybe this is a topic for another day, but Finan said, your type is equal to conditioning. We're conditioned.
We're conditioned to our type.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Nah, people's types. Some people's
Sometime.
types ain't real. Your type. Some people never get their type.
But it's because
I could tell you what your type is. I see what you're always with. I know what your type is. But in your what you outward project to the world is your type.
But then that means it's right, then.
it's
like
conditioned. It's right. It's conditioned.
Yeah.
You're believed. You've been conditioned to believe that should be your type.
Yeah, but yeah.
But in reality,
That's
you ain't
not.
pulling that, and that's not your type.
Condition is also delusion. It's like it's not your type. Like,
I'm trying to tell you.
it's just what you like. Like it's just that kind of thing. Like that's not your type. You get me?
It's what you, yeah. Well, and I think also sometimes people confuse what you find attractive as also a type. Like I can find someone like a type of guy, a guy attractive, but that doesn't make him my type. That doesn't mean that that's someone I would want to date or anything like that. I can acknowledge that he's a good looking man. That doesn't automatically make him my type.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Kind of like Southgate. I can acknowledge that he's an attractive man. He's just not my type.
Gina, you have the mentality of you before you glow up. Like some people shed that and adopt what they now are.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
not that person. That's
I
what
know.
makes you so special.
It's
Yeah, but obviously it's still a curse as well. Right?
Yeah, you need to sort it out, innit?
okay, therapist. I don't think I will.
I don't think you need to sort it out. I don't know why he's asking you to sort it out.
I don't think I will.
Why?
That's a redeeming quality.
Is it?
Yeah,
How?
keeps you humble, innit?
But then you may not take what you deserve.
Nah, the Lord.
No,
Oh,
you
is that
know
how
what?
you're seeing it?
No,
Yeah.
do you know what? I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying in that sense, but I feel like it doesn't mean that I don't know what I deserve, though. Like, I do know what I do. Like, that's why I haven't settled. I'm so sorry, but I got options, baby.
Period. Talk your shit, honey.
I'm joking. But,
No, don't joke.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
joke. See what I'm saying? This is what Brent talked about, the humbling part. Don't joke.
okay, but
Dead ass.
yeah, I'm just like, you know, no one's cutting it. Because to me, it's like anybody that I could settle with now is taking me backwards,
But I like that.
in my opinion. Because I feel like where I've come from, see where I'm at mentally, spiritually, like just the space I'm in, is too perfect for me right now. To have somebody come and disturb my peace who's not gonna match the energy or even exceed it.
Can I defend the guy from DLT though? Right?
But the one that was talking.
Yes. About proper conversation.
What did he
No.
look like? Do you remember what he looks like?
Yeah, the thing is, he was not bad looking, right?
So he was good looking.
And I even said to my friend, because obviously it's someone that she knows, isn't it?
Okay.
So I was like, what are you saying about him? But the thing that annoys me is I hate when guys try and flex on girls, because I'm not the one to flex on.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like. I'm not. And also, I'm not 24 looking for a guy to buy me a drink and then I'm gassed. Do you know what also I forgot to mention? What I loved about DLT, You see how guys before, I feel like you flex on a girl with money and that's your way in. That stuff don't work anymore. I saw a tweet where the guy was like, one of the funniest things he saw was...
Oh my gosh, yes.
hilarious, was basically he tried to flex on a girl and buy her a bottle. She then went and bought 3 bottles of her own card.
Period.
Then he turned around and was like, oh, why are you acting masculine? And I was like, but this is... And then they were like, instead of you to appreciate that you found a sugar mummy, you're here crying about masculinity. And I started laughing and I was like, because girls, like... I'm sorry, but I'm not, and this is no disrespect to younger girls that do this, but I'm not that girl who's running around looking for a table to jump on because I need a free drink. We buy our own tables.
Facts.
Period.
And that's what men
But
love.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm not the one that you can come and flex on and be like, oh. So he made one stupid comment about like flights and he likes to travel. I was thinking, okay, so do I, but whatever. But it was like,
You must have said it in a
Just
crazy
flexing.
way.
yeah, but it was like, oh, I'm not trying to flex on you, but obviously, and I thought, see, you see this here? Telling me where he lives and like, when I was buying my apartment, I weren't thinking about like settling down and like I live in like telling me he lives in the affluent area, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I'm just thinking,
Honestly, how it is that you looked, in my head, he thought that that's the approach he should have taken.
fair,
If he knew you, that's not the approach he would have taken.
fair.
But you know what is with a lot of guys though? A lot of guys don't have game, and flexing is their game. So when it doesn't work, then you realize there's nothing else that they have to bring. That they don't know how to have a conversation. They don't know how to have. There's no entryway other than can I buy you a drink or flexing. When that's taken, when you're not impressed by that, Then we're just standing here now. You're telling me about your ambitions and your goals because you got nothing else to talk to me about. But
But isn't that good for him to tell you about? His
not on the
ambition?
beach. I'm trying to shake my bum. What are we doing here? I'm trying to dance, and I'm having a good time. And this is where you want to talk about stocks and shares. BFFR.
He's trying to help you.
Because you know what it is as well? There's ways that there's guys here, like, I feel like you can be a guy who has that's the kind of conversation you like and stuff.
Hold on.
But you can come in a calmer way and then, come in on a calmer way and then we can have that conversation later.
Yeah.
Brett, have you seen what I'm about to Have you seen what I'm about to say? Kevin, my dear, please. He said, I think it's meant to be I love Gina, but he was like, but 35 is not, wait, he goes, what did he say? 35 is not, but 35 options ain't options. First and foremost,
What does that mean?
You know how I said I got options? He said, basically, you're going to be, you ain't got options. Or your options are not whatever. My dear, I need you to understand, that don't worry about it, sweetheart. Do not worry about it, sweetheart. Like, no one should be worried about what I've got going on over
I'm really
here.
fighting not to say what I want to say, but
No, speak of your chest, because you know when it's like, how can you tell me that I don't have options?
are you operating on different markets?
Extremely.
So how would you know
So,
what's happening over here?
like, literally.
I'm taking it from outside the club.
When you
can't get in.
Let go.
You can't get in.
No. I hear
Okay,
it.
baby.
It's fine, but no, honestly, people, no one should be worried about me.
Everyone focus on your focus. That's actually
Literally,
the
like,
way of
nobody
life.
should be worried about me at all.
You do not have to worry.
About.
Period.
Thank you.
But yeah, this was waving on sis. What would you do, sis? Just I would say just give him a chance. I think it'd be silly not to give him a chance. You never know. But if you guys have any more dilemmas, you're welcome to send them into 075 64841073, or if you want to email, the email address is tdasubmissions@thenewblack.com. Let us know what the segment is, what the dilemma is for. Asking for a friend, sis, what would you do? Or whatever else you want. And let's get into our last headlines for today.
All right, so our next headline takes us to Ghana's, Gina's country.
It's yours.
Ghana.
Yours as well.
And the slaughter, sale, and consumption of meat has been banned for a month in the northern region of Ghana because of a deadly anthrax outbreak. For those who don't know, anthrax is a highly contagious bacterial disease that affects livestock and can be transmitted to humans. The movement of animals such as cows, sheep, goats, pigs, and donkeys have also been banned in the Upper East region to avoid the spread of the disease. One person so far has died and 13 suspected cases have been identified. There are suspicions that they ate anthrax-infected beef, and reports say at least 30 animals have died from anthrax. Medics are tracing the contacts of those affected, and efforts to vaccinate animals free of charge to contain the spread of the disease have also been stepped up. Next headline takes us to Uganda, where the president, Yoweri Museveni, has said that he has contracted COVID-19 after one of the 3 tests conducted on him turned out positive. Mr. Museveni, who gave a State of the Nation's address earlier on Wednesday, said that he had developed a slight cold, prompting him to get tested. The permanent secretary at the Health Ministry, Diana Atwin, said that the president had developed mild flu-like symptoms but was in good health and will continue his duties. She said the president would adhere to standard operating procedures for COVID cases while performing his role. Uganda has some of the strictest measures in Africa to limit the spread of the virus at the height of the pandemic, including long curfews and the closure of schools and businesses. And the country fully reopened in February of 2022. And the last headline, again, is like a reminder of what I said yesterday about the weather. But it looks like the projections are even better, you know. Temperatures are forecast to hit 30 degrees. Yeah.
Love that.
I don't know if I love that though.
What?
I don't like really hot weather. Like Malta was nice. It was like 20, like in the maximum was like 24,
You
25.
lived in Ghana.
What? Serious? 24? Wow,
I didn't like
cold.
I didn't like. No, it wasn't. You know.
Because you know when it gets breezy, it's real cold.
No, but it was perfect for me, honestly. Ghana is huge. Like there's
What's Ghana
no
like?
Ghana
What's
has
the
no
weather?
fresh air.
But
Do you
what's
know
the temperature?
It varies. Do you know what
Okay.
the running joke was? In Easter, one night we went out, and one of my friends got really hot, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out for fresh air." He went out and came back 10 seconds later, and he was like, "I went to the
They
wrong
know.
place. I need to go to the AC." I said, "You went outside for fresh
fresh
air.
air.
There's no fresh air in Ghana. None.
Really?
No. The air's not fresh at all. It's just humid and hot. So it's like, and I feel like that's what it's like over here. When it gets
is
really
like
hot, you
that.
don't get
It's humid
breeze,
here.
nothing. It's like, it's suffocating. So it's not really what I want.
Yeah, it is very humid over
So
here.
I'm just like, yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, but yeah. Is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I love it. I just love sun, man. Like, I hate being cold. Look how sunny it is outside. Beautiful. Beautiful scenes. All right, our second headline. Uganda's president, Yoweri Museveni, has said he has contracted COVID-19 after one of 3 tests conducted on him turned out positive. Mr. Museveni, who gave a State of the Nation address early on Wednesday, said he had developed a slight cold, prompting him to get tested. The permanent secretary at the Health Ministry, Diana Atwin, said the president had developed mild flu-like symptoms, but was in good health and would continue his duties. She said the president would adhere to standard operating procedures for COVID cases while performing his role. Uganda had some of the strictest measures in Africa to limit the spread of the virus at the height of the pandemic, including long curfews and closure of schools and businesses. The country fully reopened in February 2022. And our last headline for today, a weekend heat health alert has been raised from yellow to a more severe amber warning in eastern and southern England and the Midlands. The amber alert, in place from 9 a.m. on Friday, indicates high temperatures could affect all ages and impact the health service. The alert, issued by the UK Health Security Agency, UKHSA, continues until 9 a.m. on Monday. Temperatures are forecast to hit 30 degrees and thunderstorms are expected. Parts of the country are predicted to be hotter than Marbella, Ibiza and Tenerife in the coming days as a plum of warm air moves in from the south, the Met Office says. A less severe yellow alert, which advises people to check on vulnerable family and friends, is in place for the north of England and London. The UKHSA first issued a heat alert on Wednesday, but raised it, saying the temperatures would rise rapidly in affected areas with temperatures high overnight. Like I was fighting for my life, all them A's and H's. The Yoruba in me. Whew. All right, let's get into the reaction.
Oh, this is funny. After all week. This is what he's after everything we're saying all week. Should I just read what's there then, please? What? Lionel Messi confirms Inter Miami move close. Oh, sounds familiar. That does. Oh, what about this one? Former NFL player Travis Randall found not guilty of murder.
Having a good time over there.
Did we do that yesterday?
Is that the guy? Wait,
It is a
hold on.
No, yesterday,
No,
innit?
wait, yeah.
Is that
No,
wait,
let's do
wait.
Josh Taylor, wary
No,
of
this is part of
Teofimo
the things
Lopez,
he's doing this
spies ahead of super lightweight title fight. I'm just reading what's in the deck.
This is part of what he's... So he had a point yesterday. I think Brent... Was it Brent? Brent tried to call him out.
It's always Brent.
Okay, so it was Brent. Tried to call him out live on air and said that basically, I guess he's not doing what he should be doing, his job-wise, and he missed the headline. But his argument was that, yeah, but sometimes the things that are here are old. And then Brent said, no, Iman does a great job. And he said, first of all, so when he's gone into the deck today, it appears it's what was there yesterday. So this is where he's at. He's just...
Okay.
He's been on calling bullshit out this week,
I hear it.
including people's characters, mine. But this is where he's
So
at
he called
today.
you a hypocrite?
Yes.
It wasn't like that.
What was the first thing on the docket?
Oh, at the top.
Yeah.
Brent's entered the chat.
It says, it says
No, now you can't read. So we're free.
WBO super lightweight champion Josh Taylor fights Teofimo Lopez. And then underneath that, it says, Real Madrid have agreed to sign England midfielder Jude Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund for an initial fee of £88.5 million. That's the first thing for me to read.
Can Man City do the treble is what I'm seeing.
That's talking about a discussion. I'm talking about with the reading because we've never had problems with our discussions that we have. That's never been an issue. It's always been about what I'm reading. So we could have done that after. I just wanted to get the reading out of the way.
You see how Emmanuel has ducked out? There's a reason, right? You don't know, but I get your point, but there is an explanation behind it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But that's why he had that first thing there. But you wanted to say what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I want to get my shit off.
That's fine. And that, to be honest, you're right.
What was the reason? Is it on air stuff? Or?
No.
But we can quickly discuss whether we think Man City will do the treble or not, because that's all that's left to it. I'm going to be upset if they do it, man. I've had. It's been years. How long has it been? 20-something years I've had of just being the only team that's done the treble in the country. I don't want it, and I don't want it to be Man City either. And they beat us in the FA Cup final as well. I just don't want it. But they're more than likely going to do it, innit?
Yes. But would it count?
Huh?
Would it count?
Will it count? Well, what caveat you got here? Talk to me. Give me something.
I'm saying.
Give me some.
I'm thinking that the investigations that are pending are going to spoil all of this.
Oh. Okay, so I see where you're coming from, yeah, and you could be right, yeah, but that would be like a not like a loophole, like a.
I don't think it'd be a loophole.
Not like a loophole, but I'm saying see that for us. Obviously, if it's official, yeah, and they take it, so it's not there officially, yeah.
Yeah.
Us, the fans, especially United fans, right, we can cling on to that and we can do that. It's like a consolation prize,
But
right?
you won't see it as.
But they've done it,
other
though.
than-
But they've done it. Like, and because I get what you're saying, because it needs to go down. But they done it. They did it, man. They did it. And the kind of person I am, them getting in trouble for FFP and then them retracting titles and stuff like that, that doesn't mean nothing to me. I'm not doing all that. They done it. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, there's something to be said to it, because I hear where you're coming from, but maybe I should speak for myself. And myself, like, if they do it and then go, and then with hindsight, you try and reprimand them for it, they done that shit, man.
Maybe I would feel the way you feel if it was Tottenham that was up for it. City winning the treble doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're United. That's probably why it is that you're saying what you're saying. But shouldn't rules matter?
Yeah. I mean, everybody bends the rules, man. You want to get a foot in, but I mean, obviously you're gonna have advantages and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, man. The games are won on the pitch, man. Nah, you know what? It's unfair for me to do that. You know, I'm not a big stickler for rules, innit? So I get where you're coming from, yeah. But when I put my mindset on, like, rules were made to be broken. If someone can get an inch or a mile somewhere and take it or whatever, I don't hold that against them.
I hear that, but if all of the teams were able to do what Man City have been getting away with, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I guess all the teams are working within the parameters in which it is that they're allowed to. And Man City haven't been, allegedly. Shouldn't that matter? Especially if the next 20 years, with them still doing what they're doing, has them winning the league every single year. Shouldn't that matter?
Yeah, you're right.
And the club's still looking to abide by these rules. Shouldn't that matter?
It should, and obviously they've got an unfair advantage and all that money and all these resources and all this kind of stuff.
Do you even see it as an unfair advantage?
Well, kind of, but we still saw them. We saw them put the work in. We know Pep's training them. We've seen them improve players. We've seen the likes of Foden. We've seen what De Bruyne's doing. Gundogan, Haaland's come in and done.
And you don't see it as
and Mahrez.
They've been doing all of that because of the unfair advantage. Because that's what's been purported, right?
Nah. What about the Liverpool lads when they're all on the asthma pumps?
That's why I feel it for the Liverpool lads.
No, but they was cheating
asthma
too.
pumps.
They're all on the asthma pumps. And
Talk to me.
They're all on
This
the
is
asthma
new
pumps.
news to me. What they've been getting
There's something in
Ginzubin. What is it?
There's like a sensory bean. There's something in that asthma pump, yeah, that there's some type of advantage or whatever, yeah. But all them Liverpool boys apparently got asthma. Yeah, they're all using the asthma pumps.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you, I need to go on Google so I can find you the thing. I'm not going to do the stuff that you don't like. I need to give you proper information.
Are the pumps laced with something? Or are you just saying all asthma pumps?
I think even your asthma pump can give you some kind of. You just don't play football though. I think your asthma pump's going to give you some kind of advantage. Oh, I hate when I ain't got all the info and I start talking. I need to know what I'm saying.
I just don't play football.
I need to know what I'm saying.
So
properly.
what, are the guys winning?
They was, yeah.
When they had
hard.
asthma.
Yeah, when it was going hard. You get me? There's a thing. When I get time, even Arts Bard or something, there's a correlation between the footballers and the asthma pumps. Check it, Brent. We can unpack it. We can check it. There's something there. There's something there. There's something there. Like, people be cheating, man. People be cheating all the time. You get me? People be cooking the books and I'm not saying it's right.
That's so funny.
But I just don't want to take away from what they've done on the pitch. You get me? Like, from the performances I've seen, Ruben Diaz's, even Cancelo's when he was there, Jack Grealish, Akanji's come in and been cold. Ake's doing his bits and that. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Is there something there, Brent? Is it?
Check in.
Asthma pump scandal.
Okay, hold on.
How are you gonna?
Hello, good morning.
Oh, we got someone?
We did.
Someone who knows about asthma pumps?
Mugs is kind of right, you know. 'cause
Thank
that's
you.
smart.
I love that. Let's talk up the things,
Here is
kid.
this, because this is
if
silly.
you've got like clogged lungs or like you can't breathe, it expands your cells in your lungs, and it could like help performance. So
That's why they were doing the Gen press. That's why they can press like that and run like that. It was expanding their lungs.
Right, though.
Come on, man.
Increase stamina.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Do you have asthma?
Yeah. I've got asthma. I used to play football as well, and like, whenever I was knackered, I was fucked. I was just slap on the asthma pump, and yeah, I'll be fine. So Mugs is definitely right.
What do you mean? Excuse me, we're not doing this.
It's a steroid.
What do you mean you'd be fine? Of course you'd be fine because asthma pump is medicine. Otherwise, you would have.
No, he's saying when he's tired, he's just running football. When he's tired, he's saying he can do the.
Yeah,
and he gets a burst of energy.
Comes back, yeah.
It's got steroids in it.
Steroids.
Asthma pump.
So were they taking it like when they had their water break?
Potentially, but the Liverpool boys are taking it though.
Remember, like when it was lockdown before, they was doing that thing where they done like breaks in the first half and the second half.
Yeah, and they were taking it.
Then I was slapping the asthma pumps.
Facts. The Liverpool boys were popping asthma pumps.
Serious?
Yeah, that's true, man. So Mugs is slightly right still.
I'm gonna try this.
It's a thing.
But why wouldn't slightly? It sounds like he's 100% right.
Yeah, but we still need to get all the information. But I'm on the right lines anyway.
I'm gonna try this in the gym.
Like you're less tired.
Yeah, it would definitely help though.
It's not like a big. It's like a small advantage because you're less tired.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Yeah, but
If you got asthma though,
Right.
if you got asthma, it makes you, for lack of a better word, normal.
yeah.
So I think Mark's basically, if you're normal though, it will then give you a little bit of a.
Oh, you get extra wings.
Yeah.
Like Red Bull.
Yeah, because
So they got more in the tank, and they're playing rock and
Yeah,
roll
because-
football.
Okay, yeah. Because as someone who does have asthma, if you use your inhaler, it's because you need it. You're not.
Exactly.
So I've never used my inhaler and be like, oh, I can conquer the world now. I nearly died 2 minutes ago. Do you get what I mean? So I guess it. So if you don't have it anyway, then you use it. Because it can make you high. If I use my pump too much, I'd feel a bit high.
You know what I'm saying? So things are going in, Brett, man. People will be taking advantage wherever they can, stealing little miles here and there. Like, I mean, that's the game, innit? Like, obviously, you push it as much as you can. Some people go across the line, some people don't. Like, but this is all in all. But we can't take away from what people done on the pitch. Do we want to do that?
No, what I'm saying is that I guess this FFP stuff was applied to all the clubs, right? And by and large, all the clubs are flipping abiding by it.
Yeah,
but
they
this
don't-
club
what they done is
isn't.
a mockery,
Shouldn't
yeah.
that be an issue?
Yeah, and it should be an issue. That's why they're going to
No
get
one said that
no,
we-
and that's why they're going to get reprimanded from it. But as a football fan, yeah, so like the higher ups, the people behind the board, the whatever. All right, cool. But as a football fan, the 11 players on the pitch, you're not looking at them and tarnishing them with FFP, are you?
No, but listen carefully. I don't understand what you're saying. Because if you have unlimited money and resources, you can change the entire team.
Yeah.
You can change the entire dynamics between competition. What is competition anymore? Really? You can have an entire squad, 2 11s. Surely that matters.
I hear you, but then it just sounds. I hear you. You're not wrong, but
Then
then I don't like
throw
being
away
from that
FFP
position. It just
then.
sounds. Huh?
Throw away FFP then.
I'd rather dash FFP away. I hate FFP.
Okay.
I'd rather dash it away. I think these men
That's
should
probably,
take.
that's probably why it is you're saying what you're saying.
Okay, yeah, I think they got the money to spend it, man.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, I get it, kind of, but
Wouldn't it make,
and again, the
wouldn't it make
FFP.
the league just a boring league though?
No, because bare people will come. The FFP, they put the FFP in really to protect the big clubs. And stuff like that. Like really, so like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, so you can't just spend what you want because a Saudi man would go and pick up Wigan and put 10 billion into him and they wanted to protect the old boys club and all that. Really and truly, when they were doing the FFP, they wasn't really thinking about the little clubs. Don't let them trick you and chat shit. They were trying to stop what the other little clubs can spend, so they can't break into the big into the big thing. You get me what I'm trying to say? And then now it's kind of backfired on them because the whole rules it's all messing them up. They can't even do what they want, that kind of thing. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So it's not all it's done in the name of fairness, yeah, but it's not all open and shut, that FFP thing. It's still skullduggery in it. You get what I'm trying to say? That. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but still no. Not because I don't think that Arsenal doing dirty stuff behind the scenes. I do believe that every club looks to do stuff, but they keep it within the legality of whatever they're doing, right? There's certain wheels that you can grease and this, that, and next, 100%. But the amount of charges that they were bringing.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. The City thing's
That's
ridiculous.
a lot, right?
It's ridiculous. And if they're going to be finished, innit? Really, truly. They can't, there's no way they're going to bust all the cases.
And if, as a result of that, they've been cutting through and they will continue to cut through, it may even be a case where every single Champions League, they're there. They're the new flipping Real Madrid, right? Wouldn't you have a problem with that? If we aren't allowed to do the same?
Yeah, I guess, but I wouldn't. I don't know if I don't know the type of person I am if I'd want to vocalize that though. I don't know if that's what, if I'd want that to be my defense.
No, I'm fine doing it. Only because I find it puzzling. Because we have a rich owner, right? And if we did what City did, I can guarantee there's this whole let's take our time to bring charges against Arsenal. That's not happening. That'll happen immediately. Immediately.
I hear that. Those leggings should be illegal.
What'd you say?
What?
Why did you pause?
I agree.
Father God.
You're back to the spots.
So yeah, anyway, we think City could do it, man.
definitely.
We don't want them to do it, man, but yeah, fuck them, man. Fuck them. They're probably gonna do it, man. They're probably gonna do it. And yeah, man, that's the end of our week in sports, man. We're gonna have a we'll probably have some news for you next week, transfer rumors and thing. Yeah, that's it. Let's get into Out Ere. I don't like none of them Out Eres in there. This is going to be short and sweet. I just wanted to actually just take a moment, yeah, because we spoke about her a few times, yeah, but I just think we should officially say, Azealia Banks, yeah, you piece of shit, yeah, you are done Out Ere, man. Like, you're just always so negative and toxic, and I don't even see you, like, I don't even hear you, but every time I do come across you, it's something. It's been quiet for nothing. I ain't never had to hear about no Azealia Banks in ages. And then I see you on Twitter and I see you doing the story and you're talking. And then I didn't even fully clock what was going on. I sent Esther the tweet. I was like,
Yeah.
Didn't you say my man's wife died? And you're like, yeah, that's what she's talking about. She's like, yeah, karma and all that, bringing all this stuff into it. Yeah, she's a nasty, nasty, nasty piece of work, man.
She's ridiculous.
Like, horrible. And did that woman, has she had any interactions with that woman at all?
No, I believe.
It's
Like, I
literally,
believe
so this is literally
it's
just
through the
because of
wife,
DC.
Yeah, because of the husband.
Yeah, she's a horrible person, man. But she reserved her place in hell, man. Like you've reserved it, man. You deserved it, man. You're gonna earn it, man. Just don't be so horrible, man. So I literally just wanted to say that. I think we should just make you Out Ere in an official capacity, so the people them know. I don't need to spend too much time talking about you. Don't need to see this and come for me.
Just what? You want her to see and comfort you? You're a phony.
Nah, she's vicious, that one.
And then she keeps like dead animals and stuff in her cupboards
Yeah, see, I don't need none of that. I don't want no drama.
at all.
I don't want nothing to do with it. But Azealia Banks, be better, man. Be better. You're done Out Ere, man. Let's get into our outro.
Let's do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, do like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. I'll be on 4K. We should be live right now.
We're not, you know.
We're not.
People are not
Y'all
sharing
are
it to their
wild.
friends. I don't know what's going on, man.
Do you know what I think as well? I think people that actually watch the show every single day are not subscribed. Like a lot of,
Yeah, that's true.
we might need to get the stats on that. But I'm sure a lot of the people that actually watch the show every single day are not subscribed. But you're here all the time. You like us, you might as well
Hit the
commit.
subscribe button, man.
I just read a newsletter on commitment. During the reaction, you commit. But
Did you
yeah.
see the Shark video?
That what?
The Shark video. Numbing up that man.
The guy got.
Yes. In where was it again?
But you know what's even worse than that? They got the shark on the side of the street, stabbing him up and thing now, like. They're killing the shark for being a shark.
Oh, that's our order.
Like, I see the poster saying, yeah, this is the shark that killed the man in the water, and they all got him on the side of the road, and I'm like,
So I don't even know what he did wrong.
he was just being him.
You know what I mean?
Like, this is it's unfair, man.
I don't mind stabbing up that
Do you know what smelled it? Why?
If it
would
was
you?
one of my relatives.
No, but if the shark
Why is your
walked onto the
relative
land
in
and bit them up, I can understand.
Yeah, exactly.
But why is your
Pitchforks.
relative in the water? Well, he said if that was one of his relatives. But why is your relative in the water? That
No.
shark lives
I'm
in.
saying, like, I could understand killing that shark.
Yeah.
Just like I could understand killing a dog if it bites up somebody.
Do you know what I saw?
Yeah, I saw it too. But I could
The
understand
three dogs,
that.
the woman.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
could understand that.
Well, understand what?
That dog shouldn't be allowed to continue.
No, but
know what
that
it
dog
is?
is different though. The shark is living in where sharks
Yeah,
live.
exactly.
Listen, I hear everything you're saying,
Okay.
right? 100%. But after I've seen you nam my brother, I'm not letting you run. I'm gonna kill you too.
You're not letting him swim.
What?
So how
I'm
you
not
gonna
letting
catch
you
a shark?
swim.
How you
You're
gonna
not,
catch a shark?
you're not getting away.
You're gonna get in the water too and try and catch a
No,
shark.
I'm not gonna get in the water. I won't kill you. I'll hit you with the tip of the boat. I'll do all sorts, man. If I can get you, I can get you. Then I'll be like, at least I got you. I can't have Stephen
ate
not
the
be
man
revenged.
whole, you know.
It's not nice.
He actually ate the man whole.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
mad.
That must be horrible. And he was screaming for help. Like that's such a horrible death.
After seeing stuff like that, though, if it is you guys used to dive, would you continue diving?
No.
You don't dive anyway, so it's easy for you to say that. But let's just say you are a diver.
Sorry, I'm done. Because you know that thing slow, yeah? I just saw myself walk past the mark. Mark head turn and pause. No, because this thing's slow. Yeah, I literally just saw me walk past and you go. Sorry.
That's jokes.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, it's funny.
I'm not letting you go. You need to die. Sorry,
I hear it.
because you're a killer shark now.
But what do you get from it though? From killing the shark?
Your brother's still dead.
I don't think I would get anything other than you killed Stephen. I now need to kill you. Is it?
That's Stephen in it.
Because if it is, I just watch Stephen get nom-nommed, and then you swim away. What? Let me take my rage out on something. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, you want to save the sharks, don't you, Emmanuel?
No, not at all. But I just don't see.
I don't see
what
why
the
you have a
people-
problem with what I'm saying.
Look what they're
No, I
doing
don't
to
remember.
him.
I don't know why. Like, what they
Oh,
gain
that's
from it
horrible,
though.
man.
Yeah, man,
Like-
why are they doing this
That's
to him for,
horrible.
man?
That's
He didn't do
stupid.
nothing, man.
So I'm
That's
saying,
dumb.
I just
Well,
don't.
they
I
just
don't get it.
they're rejoicing like he came on land in their, like he came in their territory and bothered them or something.
Yeah.
Like what are they doing? Humans are messed up, man.
Someone just slapped it.
Pointless, man.
Nah, man.
I think that's just for the internet.
I just think, and you know what? Don't get me wrong, because I get it. I understand losing love, but this shark is like, even
Because
the,
my thing is like people are so irresponsible when they really go and swim in open waters like that. And I'm sure there must have been like I don't think that was the first of its kind. I don't think the shark was on its way somewhere else from a different sea, and it just happened to stumble across this sea. I'm sure there must be sharks there, and a lot of times as well, people are warned about these things. But you think you have two heads and you can swim faster than what God created to swim, and then now here you are.
I think
It's sad, but
I think yeah. Sometimes I think they're nets put in areas where people normally swim and stuff.
okay.
So it should prevent sharks from coming in and whatnot.
yeah.
Sometimes they bust through the net and then come in. So I don't know the full story here. I don't know if it is that he was warned that don't swim right now because there's sharks in the area.
Yeah.
I don't even know what type of technology they have where it is they can actually ascertain where the sharks are and where they aren't. But at this point in time, we should have technology where these lifeguards should have like a nice view of what's happening
You see
under
how
there.
slow the lifeguard came at the end?
Maybe he was
The
far
lifeguard's
away.
looking like, so where is the emergency? Like,
Maybe
yeah,
it's
it's gone
far
now.
You probably thought the job is done, innit? What am I doing?
Bruh. Ate the guy whole. Do you know how wild that is? It's a real life Jonah.
I find this whole me not knowing what's beneath
Damn.
my waist so
Yeah.
scary.
It's scary to me.
Have you not seen the thing when it says,
Water
when I
is
say I'm trying to swim, this is what I
This
mean?
is what I mean.
That's
I'm
bread.
creeping.
That literally is bread.
because I've snorkeled in that, yeah, and like gone underwater, been with like fishes and that, yeah,
Yeah, same.
and it's lit, yeah. But if I saw like a big fish, oh my god, I might die there and then.
No,
like,
it's not-
there
yeah.
and then in the water, I'm dead. The fish don't have to touch me.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
And you know what it is, yeah? I think
Can you imagine coming out, you're like, oh.
my
They'll
thing
just
is,
sit there,
yeah, because and the ocean's the ocean. You can't like hold on to nothing. Like you can't hold on to a wall or nothing.
It's
like
you
you're
and your
literally
face.
there.
It's done.
Finish.
It is not.
You're holding on to dreams that you make it out like. That's
No,
what you're
it's
holding on
long. I'm
to.
not gonna lie.
Holding on to faith.
Yeah,
it's
no,
scary
man,
to
but
me.
They
'Cause
can't
even
be
like-
onto the shark for being a shark, man. not even that. You of course you could be upset your friend or your family or your sibling died or whatever, but to do that whole witch hunt, what did they do? Go in the water and go and get it and then drag him out here and then bring it and then parade him through the street.
What country was that?
Egypt, I think.
Oh, they're silly, man. They just want to eat the fish.
It's ridiculous, man.
They just wanted a free meal.
At least consume him. At least if they're going to consume him, then I say, okay, cool, fair play.
They must consume that. I'll be honest, to be fair, say I wanted some of that meat. I'll be there like, yeah, this is out of order. Oh my gosh. And
Of course they're going to eat it.
Pot and I'm just putting the pieces. You're right, we're having shark steak for dinner. Ridiculous. It's wild to me, man. It's actually wild to me.
So with that dog stuff, like
that dog thing was so
wasn't
sad.
there an argument as to whose fault it was?
Do you know what it
There's no
is?
fault.
What stuff?
It's the dogs.
The dog's called Rocco, innit?
There was
Sorry, the
three
main.
dogs here that attacked this woman.
Have you not seen it?
No.
I got sent it the other day. Let me show
It's
you the
the
picture.
worst
And the thing
thing
is,
ever.
I'm scared of dogs, yeah? So my friend sent it
Listen.
to me. He was like, oh, this is your worst nightmare. And I said, this is the thing,
is my worst nightmare.
I said, this is why I'm scared of dogs. Like, I said, I actually was traumatized watching that video.
I was traumatized watching it.
No, it was too wild.
It's
heard,
horrible.
Don't run.
Yeah.
The man's saying don't run.
He's been bitten
He's
her
falling over
arms and
himself,
stuff.
you know, because
Yeah.
he can't control the dogs.
Yeah.
The
You
man's
know
saying
she's in
don't
hospital still.
Of course. The
Why
dog,
is dogs doing this?
bro, they mauled her. Like, literally.
And because it's three of them as well, he can't catch. So when he's got two, one escapes. When he's got another one,
the main
another
one's
one
Rock.
escapes.
There's a dog, one of them's called Rocco. He's like, Rocco, stop it!
Yeah.
Rocco, stop
Rocco's
it!
gonna stop it.
Why are these
Rocco's-
dogs doing this for?
Rocco's
Why
the main
do
one.
the three of them want this one woman for?
Don't know.
It traumatized me watching that.
It did.
Like, it made me think, because you know I go on walks and stuff, and I was like, oh.
Like, I'm actually
Like,
scared
I'm
of dogs,
scared.
and this is why.
I'm
but then
shit
the
scared.
owners will come and tell you,
No, it's
he's
friendly.
only friendly. He's not
He
gonna
doesn't
bite.
know me.
And then come and tell you, don't run.
But you know the dog doesn't know. How can the dog be friendly with me? He doesn't know me.
Yeah, he's got to concentrate, man. Poke his eye out, grabs. You got to do something to the dog. You got to fight them back though. You can't be trying to think. Like, I'm not even joking. Like you can't.
But you can see
You can't
she-
be trying to escape. Like you've got to fight them back because either way they're
What?
fucking you up. Anyway, with your hands, your
Yeah, but
teeth,
the thing
your
is, you know
everything.
when a dog grabs you though, yeah.
Because the grip is
It's-
tight.
it's-
Do you know
it's
how long it
curtains,
takes
though.
to
Exactly.
even
So
drag him
forget
off?
that hand. Once that hand, if he's got this hand, forget that hand. It's gone. If I try and yank it, I'm gonna make it worse. Forget that hand.
Also-
This hand here is going in his eye.
Yeah.
In his whole thumb, this much is gone in his eye. Let's see if you're wicked. How wicked you are. Touch your
Give him a
brain,
shake.
boy.
But then isn't that gonna? But then I'm scared that it's gonna make it worse. And he's
But it's already worse.
Yeah,
it's
it's
biting
true.
you.
Yeah.
Like you're finished.
Can I be honest? I would die in that. Like, my soul would actually leave my body.
Horrid.
I can't imagine that.
My soul would leave my body. I wouldn't even be able to fight. I think I'd literally just, because I'm so scared of dogs, yeah, I would probably just get eaten
Listen,
alive.
I've been chased by dogs before, yeah, and the fear, like I can't, like. That's why I feel bad for people who die in crazy situations like that, where like you die in fear. Fear is mad. So I can't imagine that situation. I would actually die. I think I would have actually I would have had a heart attack or something. I don't think I would have died from being bitten. It's from my blood pressure going so high from that fear.
And when you start kicking the dog now, the owner's like, don't kick it, don't kick it.
Why? What did I do? Can you imagine?
Horrible.
I think just put that guy in prison because the dogs are illegal.
Oh, is it?
Obviously, they don't put down the dogs anyway.
Yeah, good.
But also, those dogs are illegal in the country,
Yeah, you need to go.
and they need to be. I don't know if people get imprisoned or if they get fined, but take that man to jail.
And he needs to pay for
Medical,
private
everything.
insurance, everything.
Like I like aggressive dogs. I want your dog to be able to protect you and stuff like that. But he's got three of them things, and for them, they should not be acting like that.
Exactly.
Like if he can't control them, he should not have them. Like you would have trained them to do stuff. I don't
They're
know.
not
but,
listening
like,
to you.
Yeah, I just don't
said
understand why they
Rocco.
move. I don't like. It's not even like they've been antagonized. I don't understand. I've seen dogs my whole life. I don't understand why the three of them just set on her like that. But if you can't
Because
control
they
them
didn't train
dogs
them.
like that,
He didn't train them.
you can't. You shouldn't be having those dogs.
Because
Like-
dogs like that as well. Like I feel like when you got certain dogs as well, you're meant to legally they should have mouth guards on as well.
Yeah.
But you don't do that, and you're not meant to you shouldn't have them free and just running about without being on a leash anyway. But it's wild.
No, but you're telling them stop, and they're saying no, and they're running around you to go and get her like it's optional. You don't know these dogs.
Yeah.
You don't know these dogs. I don't understand what
Man
you're
said
doing with
Rocco.
them.
Rocco's thinking, shut up. Close your mouth, stop calling my
That's
name.
what I'm saying. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No.
He needs to,
ma'am.
He needs to be in jail because that's wild. How will she ever go on a walk in her life again? How would she want to go outside? Do you know how scary that is? Yikes, man.
And he's standing there with the leash. No, I can't. I'm even watching it again. It's
Oh, no,
This
when I watched
dog
it, it made me so
jumped
sad,
up.
man.
He jumped up to attack her face.
Her
with her
face.
hand there. Ah, God, no.
It made me so sad, man. It literally scared the shit out
I
of
don't
me.
know what. They're jumping up on her.
It scared the shit out of me when I
No,
watched
I
it. It
could
literally
not.
made me
Poor
so
woman,
like
she's on- no.
I've never liked
anxious.
dogs, you know.
I'm not a dog person. I can't be with someone who's got pets anyway. As in like,
You're just got a damn dog.
The thing is, that's
I know.
like a grown.
we've got to the end of the month.
Girl in it, but this happened to my brother's daughters.
Serious?
Nieces.
Oh
Yeah.
no! We got chased by dogs.
Yammed, man.
Is it?
Yeah,
No way.
gripped. And my brother tried to be punching it. It wasn't. It was locked on.
Yeah, dog.
Kicking
Is
it
it called
locked on.
lockjaw? It's called lockjaw
Yeah.
or something. When the dog like locks onto you, like you can't get them off.
Just seen his wrist afterwards, swollen.
So happened to the dogs? They killed it,
They
yeah?
didn't. No, they didn't get put down.
They
Why?
didn't.
No, they didn't.
Why not?
Because the guy was saying that it was on the leash, and then apparently I can't remember. I'm lying. Whatever it was white people and
Just didn't. Yeah. Okay. They're privileged. They weren't in.
Whatever it was, like
ridiculous,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That kind of
They
stuff
put
here,
down.
Omo. Jungle justice. I'll catch you somehow.
Facts.
Okay, I'll actually catch you somehow.
Yeah, I've done
You're not getting away with that.
Face and all sorts, man.
It's horrible, man.
Different.
All right.
Sorry, what was I saying to you guys? Follow the social media page, innit? The day
subscribe.
after TMB. Sorry?
And subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Get us to 4K, get us to 5K, get us to 10K. Let's stop playing games, all right? Stop it. And you stop talking about you want a live show. You're not serious. Like the video, please. Thank you very much. There's no reason why the likes should not be the same as people watching, you know? As in the number that is consistent throughout. There's no reason why that... You need to consult God. What's going on in your hearts? I'm sorry.
So,
I'm deep in as I'm talking about it.
do you understand the psychology? Because if people tell you to do stuff, would you do it immediately?
Depends what it was. If I'm supporting a black business, yeah, absolutely.
You would quicker support a black woman than a black man if it is a black woman instructs
Is
you
he
to
a
do something.
zaddy? I'm joking.
I think some people are just
Ooh,
doing it out
black
of
man.
no. Don't tell me what to do. Because I don't think Mark is going to be liking the video if he's watching. I don't think he does it, especially if it's you tell him to do it. He's not doing it.
I think
Tell
if
them
you
that
tell
you do
me,
If you like the video.
I think when you tell me, you prompt me,
It reminds you to do
I'll
it.
do it.
Is there a particular way we can ask so that it
What's
doesn't
like to go
trigger
up
your
now?
response of no, I'm not doing what you're asking me to do?
Nah, usually it just depends about how much I like. There's things that like, I don't know. Sometimes just like the daily reactions, like there might be videos that I watch all the time, but I'm not subscribed to them. And then one day I'll be watching it, like, look, subscriber, and I'm thinking, for real, man, like I watch this all the time. Let me just subscribe. Boom. You get what I'm trying to say? So when you go into videos, I don't go on videos thinking, like the video. But if there's someone that I rock with and I like them, and they make a call to action, like, yo, quickly, like the video, I'll just quickly go on.
Okay, do you know what? Yeah, what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Obviously, there's no way to do this anonymously, but anyone who watches the video, watches us all the time, and doesn't like the video or doesn't subscribe, let me know why, please. So you can. I'm not even being shady. Like I'm intrigued because
that
the only
happens-
explanation in my head is your witch.
It's not a witch. There's bare things that I watch. There's bare things that I watch on YouTube every day that I'm not subscribed to. I watch them all the time and I'm not subscribed to. And then plus I kind of don't because it pops up in my algorithms because they know that I watch it all the time.
Well,
so
do
I
they
don't-
tell you every time to subscribe to it?
Probably
Maybe not every time, no.
Exactly. So it's not witchcraft then.
Okay, go
It's
on.
witchcraft when I'm telling you every day to kindly do
and
something
end
to
the show.
support the platform, and you tune in every single day. Like it's wild. Like I just think about supporting people. So if I'm going to support something, I like what you guys are doing here, so I'm going to support it. And I don't want this to come across as if we're telling people off, but I'm genuinely intrigued. So I'm not going to cuss you or anything like that. I just really want to know if you don't like the videos and you don't subscribe. DM me. A lot of you have burners anyway. You be DM people anyway, but DM me on Instagram and let me know why it is. I wouldn't obviously tell anybody. I'm honestly just intrigued. I want to open my mind up to other reasons outside of my thinking. Right? That's what I just want to know. That's what I want to do.
I want
So-
YouTube to be able to show us who hasn't, to be honest.
That would be a great thing.
Yeah.
That would be a great thing. Because I have a feeling some of the people that talk the most.
It could. This is what I'm saying. This is the only reason as to why I would like that feature.
Because right now, yeah, there's 254 people, yeah. How many likes are there on the video? Please.
209.
Okay.
It just recently went up though.
You recently went up in it.
Because I was talking. It was 194.
I can't be doing this rant every day. I'm sorry. I like peace. I'm not doing this rant at the end of every show. I haven't got time for this. But anyways, if you want to send dilemmas in, all that stuff, 07564841073. If you would like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, you are more than welcome to email our team the day after at thenewblack.com. Enjoy the hot sun. Use SPF. and renew your SPF every 3 hours. And I'm gonna see y'all on Monday.
Peace.
Bye. Peace.